Good. Welcome. Let's begin. Hello, it's me, Paralyzed Man. I'm in my chair but cannot move. I have still not remembered the command to allow me to bob my head, so I'm once again asking for you to imagine and pretend that I am. It makes me happier that way, so please consider doing that service. Welcome back! I wasn't necessarily planning on doing another Halo 2 Forge stream, but I really wanted to finish this mod, and that's what we're gonna do. So, welcome back, guys. We got some work to do today. First of all, for any of you guys who were not here yesterday, I want to show you Forge, the Halo 2 Forge mod. Now, I gotta let you know right off the bat, this is running in campaign. You cannot save these maps other than checkpoint files. But check this out. Here we are, Halo 2. Looking good. We got some objects and things around here. Very nice. At any point in time, when you are running this mod, go ahead, hit a button, enter Forge mode, just like Halo 3. Pretty much exactly how you'd expect. Grab some objects like this, rotate them around, place them on stuff. Pretty good. You can also grab characters and bipeds. I'm going to check this with AI and see if I can get AI working today, but yeah, you can pick up bipeds, so that's a good sign for AI functioning. Very nice. Sorry, I turn my volume down a little. Very nice, but also, Forge is not Forge without stuff to spawn, which is why we have the spawn menu, with weapons, with vehicles of all kinds, even fun vehicles. Pelicans, of course. Duh. That goes without saying. Is the Scarab put in it yet? It is, but I don't have it on the menu. We're going to add the Scarab to the menu today, though. So that works. We've also got equipment. You can spawn yourself some grenades. You got ammo and stuff. And of course, power-ups. You can throw yourself some overshields. You can also place them in midair if you just let go without moving. Depending on the object, it'll let you do that. We've got scenery, fusion coils and stuff, which are pretty fun. Gyarados, thank you for the $5!
Was that a playable Master Chief? You said you can't do it. Phony. Also sick mod.
It's not playable Master Chief. You must be thinking about this Marine here. We don't... listen, man, I don't know how many times I have to tell you. We don't have the technology for a playable Master Chief, okay? That's too much. You're asking too much. Alright? Calm down. I'm not going to add a Master Chief to Halo just because you keep asking. It's insane. You're unhinged. You cannot keep asking for so much. We got a Flood version of Pelican? No. That's effort that I don't necessarily want to put in. The AI menu doesn't work yet, but I will try to get this working today. I think it'll be pretty fun. We did get a save load menu working yesterday, which is cool. It doesn't have function yet, but it exists, so we can add the functionality to it today. So we'll be able to save your maps, aka save a checkpoint, a campaign checkpoint, load your last checkpoint in case you made changes you didn't like, and then, you know, save and quits on here because why not? Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. When will Master Chief be added? Okay, again, asking too much. I'm not going to add Master Chief to the mod. You people are insane. So you're just asking too much. But I mean, hey, the cool part is we have awesome vehicles and things that we can mess around with, so no complaints from me there. Very fun. Now, this can be done on any map. Right now, we're just doing this on my test map because I think it's a cool map and it has lots of space, and that's nice. Well, am I going to put in regular campaign missions? Very heavily debating it, though I may just release the files for this mod instead and let other people do that. Gyarados, thank you for the 2! He said, what if I want to add Halo 2 in Forge? You know what? I'll let you do that, alright? Like I said, if you want to add all of Halo 2 to Forge, you be my guest. Be my guest. You're trying to add Halo 2, you're trying to add Master Chief. It's too much, man. It's too much. Look at that, though. We can spawn objects, we can delete them. And then once this is functioning, and once we're actually in MCC, all I have to do is go over here to my save load, save a checkpoint, load a checkpoint, whatever, like I would with the menu normally. And if I go to a particular file in my Master Chief Collection folder, I can yoink that file out. And I don't know if this is going to work yet. I have to test it. Make sure the file saving actually works. But you could theoretically create saves that you could load in at any time. Again, this is campaign only, as it is now. So don't expect to be able to play this with your friends. This is a single-player experience, but it works, and it's pretty dang cool, honestly. It's pretty dang cool. I'm having fun with it. Object rotation is the only thing that's not like 100%. Some vehicles and things don't work. Like most vehicles do work, most objects do work, but some objects are just weird and don't rotate right. Zach Fair, thank you for the 28 months. Much appreciated it. Thank you, thank you. And thank you, Gyarados, for the
But
fiver.
honestly, being silly. What you're doing is God's work and we appreciate you. Drake and Josh.
Well, Josh ain't so happy about Halo 2 being the thing I'm modding for a couple days, but I really appreciate it. That's very kind words. Thank you for real. It means a lot. Hold on, I think I can pick this up, right? Oh yeah, dude. This is gonna be an object in the menu for sure. I'm gonna be excited to have this. Be able to just place it down wherever. But thank you, I really appreciate the kind words. And thank you, Zach Fair said, God damn, I needed this mod. Well, don't you worry. There's a lot of people out there who believe I'm incapable of releasing mods, even though I've released many mods. This is one I'm going to finish up quickly and release. That means today we're going to make a list of all the stuff we want on the Forge menu, add them to the Forge menu, and if there's any other features, we'll add them. But for the most part, I think, besides maybe reworking how rotation works, because some objects don't do it, like the Wraith is a good example of an object that struggles to rotate. I'm trying to rotate and it just drops sometimes. Other than that, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I think all the bugs that I've encountered have been completely fixed now. How was the golden warthog added? Is it just a texture out of the normal warthog? Yeah, it is. It is faster, but I'd spent a lot of time retexturing it to try to get it as accurate to that poster as possible. And I think it worked out pretty good. But yeah, mostly it's just a retexture of the warthog with some extra speed, and obviously it's got no turret. Pretty fancy. Gyarados, thank you for the 2. Said, who am I playing as, by the way? Oh, this is John Halo. I don't think you know him. Speedy Hog. Woo! But I'll be adding the Golden Warthog to the list as well. I think that would be pretty fun. For now, I delete. But yeah, you can pick up bipeds, which means I think we're going to get functioning AI in here. I'm not going to promise it, but it should be possible. Keyword should, but it'll be challenging to see. I know it works in Halo 3. The method that I'm thinking of works in Halo 3, but whether it works in Halo 2 or not, we'll see. Port Juicy FX to Halo 2 Forge? I don't think I can. I don't think Halo 2 has screen effects. I'm like pretty sure that there are no screen effects in Halo 2 for me to work with. Also, hi, it's me. I want to see if Halo 2 has screen effects. I don't think that it does, but it could. It could. If I went File New here, and I go through all the tag types, what do we have? Camera track, character, collision, crate, creatures. I don't see anything for camera effects. We have lights. Do we have fog particles, patchy fog and stuff? Oh wait, there's screen effect right there. Wait, does that ever get used? Like anywhere ever? A screen effect is a collection of pass references, each one corresponding to a shader pass. Note that only... What? Wait, hold on. I might be able to do something. Look, I don't know what this does. I don't know if this even works. This might just be like a tag that never got used, but I'm gonna search in the Halo 2 tag folder and see if there are any existing screen effects in Halo 2. Because if there are, I actually could do some cool stuff with that. Blur.screen effect, desaturate.screen effect. What is this under? Tags, effects, screen effects. Okay, interesting. Let's check it out. We go to effects, screen effects. Ooh. Okay, look at this. Desaturate.shader. Tint color. Okay, but what we're looking for is a screen effect tag. Damn! Wait, Zach Fair with the 10 gifted, dude! Thank you so much! Holy hell, dude! Thank you, thank you! Sniping everybody out here. Thank you very much. Holy shit! Dude, thank you so much. Congrats to everybody who just got gifted all 10 of those. Give your thanks to Zach Fair. Much, much appreciated, dude. Look at all those green names. That's what I like to see. Thank you. Dude, this is so cool. What the hell? Okay, so the only screen effects I'm seeing here, we have desaturate, which I think I can modify in certain ways, which is kind of awesome, actually. I'm green now, like Master Cheeks. That's the guy from Fortnite. Okay, I'm just realizing, you see this? Desaturate screen effect in Halo 2. If you notice, if I go into the shader here, notice the color that it's tinting everything. See this dark blue? This is the main menu screen effect. This is what tints the main menu blue. Because normally the camera's like flying around that New Mombasa city. It's using this screen effect to accomplish that. I'm not entirely sure where, though. I'm not sure how it gets added. I don't know if it's like something I can add to an effect or what, but maybe I can add it to an effect? Maybe? I'm not sure. I can give it a try later on, though. That's cool. That's really cool. I don't know where I add that. I could theoretically just try shoving it into an effect tag, but I don't know if that does anything. In any case, that's awesome. Why not use left and right bumpers to cycle through tabs? Because I'm trying to get this to work not only for controller, but also for keyboard and mouse, and the way that I'm doing it's kind of weird. So right now it's like left click and right click to go up and down. You press Q to switch categories, and then space will let you like select stuff. F brings up the menu. F closes the menu. Anyway, it's kind of the only way that I can realistically make this work well. So that's what I'm doing with that. It works pretty good with the setup I have. I would prefer if I could make the controls better, but honestly, it's all right. It's going on great so far. I appreciate that. Yeah, so what I want to do today is mostly focus on the stuff I want to add to the menu. And the one thing that really needs to be improved here is AI, okay? Because AI is not just spawning in stuff the same way as usual. So what I need to do is essentially make a special use case in the Forge script so that if I select an AI, instead of running through the usual object spawning script, we need to have a special exception to that rule that goes through a whole new process of spawning an AI. And I think it's going to be interesting to tackle. But I do think it's very much doable. So I want to give that a go. First things that we're going to have to pull off for this is to spawn in some actual AI characters in Halo 2. Now, I myself have only ever made one character in Halo 2, and that's Goku, and he's very scary. He runs up to you and says, "Hey, it's me, Goku," and then he obliterates you instantaneously. But what I want to try is to get a grunt. If I can get a working grunt going, that would be pretty cool. So we'll grab the regular grunt character. Goku? Yes, Goku. He's very scary. We don't spawn Goku. He's too powerful. Maybe I'll spawn him if I can get this working. Anyway, what we're going to need to do is go to the squad section here and make a new squad. And this squad is going to get a little bit creative. We're going to call this squad Forge Squad. We'll call it Forge Grunt. So Forge Grunt is going to be on the Covenant team. And I'm going to put the starting point for this over... Where are you? It should be under our trigger volume. Yeah, right here. So in the same place the objects spawn in, I'm going to make the starting point for our Grunt Forge AI right here. So he should be good there. And we need to choose what actually is getting spawned in. So the character type is going to be a Grunt. Why is Goku on the map, dude? What? Why is he on here? Get out of here. So we spawn in the Grunt. There's a Goku zone on this map? What the fuck? I'm going to make a zone for him temporarily. Where is Halo 2 Godzilla? That would not be worth it. Halo 3, you could actually reasonably make a good Godzilla. Halo Reach and Onwards 2. Halo 2, not so much. Not so much. All right. Right. I was gonna make a zone for this. So under AI, we also have zones. I have this Goku zone here, which has an area called nothing, Goku area, and a firing position. I'm gonna rename this. This is gonna be AI zone. So I think realistically the AIs are not gonna be able to be smart unless you specifically make a map that has ways for the AI to do stuff. Make a new area. I'm gonna call it AI area. Actually, I'm gonna call this, yeah, that's fine. And then firing position, this one here is gonna need to be tied to the AI area. So there we go. That's a functioning AI point. So what I'm gonna do just for now is I'm gonna spam a bunch of these AI points around, and these are all locations that the AI are allowed to run to. I'm just gonna fill in this area here with all the grass with these, just so the AI can kind of, you know, run around here. And I think that should be plenty for this use case. So now, if I get an AI and it decides that it's a part of this zone with all these pink boxes, these little pink squares, the AI will be able to move there. So what I'm gonna try is to have a grunt, and it's gonna have its initial zone set to the AI zone. I'm gonna give it, let's say, a plasma pistol and some plasma grenades. All right, so that works, right? That works. Now the problem is, if I tried to spawn in the grunt, it's not an object that I can just spawn in with a name. And you can't use the same command to spawn objects that you need to spawn AI. So what I need to do is go into here and search AI create, AI place. All right, yeah, AI place. Places the specified squad on the map. I think that should work. And then we just give the name of the squad, which is Forge Grunt that we just made. So if we want to add the ability to spawn in AI, I'm going to have to go to the... Why does it say rotation logic? Oh, that's right. I was going to do something. I'm just going to delete that. We're going to go back to the spawning logic section where I have the actual object spawning occur, which is right here. So the command... Oh, you know what? Maybe I can do this really easily after all. Okay, let's try this, right? What is... If we go to the HUD messages... The AI right here is 400. I think I can actually do this really easily. I don't think I have to really modify anything. So if we create a new entry on the list for the AI, now the grunt is at list spot 400. I decided that. It normally runs the command object create clone and then the name. All I have to do is do AI place and then forge grunt. That might actually just work. So how's the Scarab going to work? Will it be a glorified scenery object? Is it actually drivable with a plasma cannon? This Scarab is actually drivable. I did make a fully functioning Scarab vehicle for my extinction map. And yeah, I'm gonna use that. All right, so I have no idea. This might actually just work super easily. Zach Fair, thank you for the $5.
Hear me out. Is it possible to add a Sergeant Johnson AI that uses an AI Sergeant Johnson voiced chatbot that we can talk to over prox chat? Thoughtful face emoji.
I do really like the idea, but that goes well beyond what I think is possible with this. Unfortunately. Okay, it did not spawn in a grunt. Let me make sure my other spawning is working. Wait, that broke my spawning. Hang on, let me make sure we have the compiled scripts working. Okay. We got battle rifles spawned in, that works. Alright, then what happens when I spawn in a grunt? It does the thing where it breaks stuff. And then I can't spawn anything anymore. Okay. Let me double check here what's going on. So, I have a system that should theoretically make this work really well. I don't know if I can do... Oh, you know what? I don't think I can do object attach an AI to Right, because I actually would need a special thingy thing. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new variable up here. It's going to be a global boolean. I'm going to call it object is AI. And then what I'm going to do down here under the spawning logic is when an AI slot is spawned, right before we actually spawn it, I'm going to do a set object is AI to true here. I'm going to run a sleep for 1 tick just in case. I'll remove that if I can just to speed things up. But then normally when you spawn an object, it runs through this script, right? You go through here, blah, 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 and then it spawns it. But obviously an AI is different from that. So what I need to do is where it says sleep until there's an object in the zone, I need to add this to it. There needs to be a second check just to make sure everything is good here, right? Which is object is AI is false. So if this is going to continue to work normally, but I'm adding a second check that basically says, hey, if there's an object in the zone and the AI thing is not on, then you can run through this. And that'll be fine and good and dandy. But I think I'm going to have to actually swap this out for an if statement. In fact, maybe I should just... Maybe this should probably be a static script, I would say. I haven't tried that. Let me try this with a static script. Script static object spawner. And the object spawner basically needs to... No, because it has to be doing a continuous check, or otherwise it won't work. This one has to be continuous, unfortunate. Because it should be... Well... I'll give it a try. I'll give it a try. I'll go ahead and I'm going to cut this all out of the main script here. I'm going to put this into its own script. And then down here, we're just going to call the script, I believe, by just doing object spawner. Can expected condition for joining slot and if. Oh, right. I'm going to shove all this into here. It's not a valid function object. How do I call a static script? Hold on, I gotta look at this really quickly. Oh, and then it returns. Okay, I see. But it has to be called from within a script. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about all that then. I'm gonna continue doing it the same way I did before. Leave it in there. And then I do need to fix this one though. I know of a Halo 1 script that gives a name to the player. That's got me curious. I'm not really sure what that entails, but it could be really useful theoretically. But alright, anyway, this is what happens here. After it detects a bunch of stuff, it goes through all this, and then everything is happy and good and dandy. The problem we have here is this entire script, as it stands right now, it's going to go through. It's going to wait until spawn object is triggered. It's going to go through all of this. It's going to find the object that is currently going to be spawned, and then it's going to wait until this condition is fulfilled. So what, okay, so I figured out what I need to do here. Essentially, what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the and from here, first of all. There we go. Okay. So it's going to wait until there's something in the spawn zone. Then two things are going to happen. We're going to run two if statements, right? We're going to check. We're going to say if object is AI is false. aka the regular spawn method. We're gonna do all this. And that's good. Object is spawned in the zone. It gets attached to our forge monitor. It lets the little thing reset. Make sure that we have object grabbing set to true. And then spawn object gets set back to false. So I'm going to make sure this still works. This should mean that our spawning still functions normally. Object is AI false. Oh, right. I always forget to do my begins. Yeah, basically, this is me reorganizing the code from before in a way that I'll be able to still have stuff function, but also add more possibilities. So let's see, can I still do stuff? Okay, I can go into forge mode. I can spawn a battle rifle. I can spawn a ghost. I can rotate. All right, so everything's still just as good as it used to be before. That's good. Good, good, good. So now, the cool thing about what I'm doing here, though, is I can create another if statement for if the object is AI, and it'll run a completely different set of steps when spawning the object. So if it is AI, I basically need to come up with a method to take the AI and attach it to the forge monitor. And I believe there is a way to do that. Where I cast a unit to an object. Let's see, target type, unit can become source type from a vehicle, object. Yeah, any other object type can be set as an object. Okay, good. Good, good, good. In that case, I think we should be good here. The way it works is that whenever the name is referenced, the static script activates and tells the game that it's talking about the player. Bungie uses this in Halo 1's campaign. Interesting. Wait, I need to see that. That could actually be extremely useful. Make a recursive static script, that'd be a loop. That's beyond me. I just looked at static scripts and I've not used them before. I'm always just spamming continuouses because I'm that guy. But I almost did a second ago. I was almost proud of myself. All right, but what we need to do here is figure out a way to attach the AI into anything else. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make sure that I set my object is AI back to false once it actually gets grabbed. Nothing is different here, so it's still probably going to break. But realistically, we should still be able to spawn battle rifles and stuff. Now I'm going to go ahead and try to spawn in the grunt. Which all that did, I believe, what is it? Forge grunt. Wait, maybe it's not. I think I just didn't even do this right. Forge grunt. Oh, that's why. I don't think he could spawn at all. Oops. Alright, let's try that again. AI place forge grunt. There we go. Okay, we got a forge grunt. Okay, and I can spam him as much as I want. Wonderful. Alright, let's see if that works now, because theoretically the object attached thing should work on these units. So I should be able to pick one up. There we go! I got an AI grunt! Let's go! I don't even think I needed to add that second check.
Another enemy!
And yeah, I can pick him back up. He's trying to throw grenades at me. There we go. AIs, they work. Oh my god, I grabbed a projectile. What the fuck? I can grab his bullets, dude. This forge is cracked. Hold on, I'm gonna throw it. That's so weird. Okay, I grabbed a Can I grab a live nade? I should be able to. Well, let me throw it at an elite who has shield so I can see him react. That's crazy. Well, let me delete this guy. Oh, wait. Oh, it was hard to delete him because I was deleting his bullets. Okay, if I spawn in another grunt and he tries to throw a grenade at me. You can throw a grenade at me, dude? Throw a grenade at me, dude. I'm in a vehicle. I know you want to throw a grenade. You know what? I'll give you some friends.
Wow.
All the bullets. Making it hard. I'm gonna have to be really careful with the exact way I do grabbing, because it can sometimes duplicate. Alright. There we go. Oh, I failed to grab it. I grabbed a bunch of other bullets instead. Somebody else throw a grenade at me. No! I'm not trying to grab plasma pistol bolts. Throw a grenade! I need a better grunt. These grunts aren't doing it. Throw a grenade. Throw a grenade. Throw a grenade. Throw a grenade. I want to catch it. I know you want to throw a grenade at me. Why aren't you moving? Aren't you part of this zone? Is he just too scared to move? Go do something interesting. I know this is a valid zone. Oh, you know what? It's because my map doesn't have pathfinding on it. Duh, I can't generate pathfinding because there's a bunch of errors. I never finished this map. He does have perfect AI, though. Okay, that does work. Good to know. Good to know. Alright, well, realistically, I can just spawn any AIs in, and I never even needed to make adjustments to my script. It actually just worked. Probably a good idea to have this use case of object is AI, just in case there are some special things down the line. But, yeah, I think this is fine. Can you make the marine AI drive a pelican? I don't think I can force them to, but I think if they see an open seat, they can go to it. So it should be doable. Let's see here. Well, the AIs work now. I'm gonna make a list of all the AIs, and I'm gonna make all of them spawnable. All right, I'm gonna use the bipeds to begin. All right, here's how this is gonna work. The only thing we actually need on the map is the forge monitor, right? Let's see, every AI that I want to add into this, we're gonna do the AI list right now. We go objects, characters. Is there a kitty cat? Kitty cat, who's out there? Hey, buddy, you wanna come in here? Come in here? No, you're bowing at her now. Okay. Alright, anyway. So here are all the AIs we can add. And God, there are a lot of them. You know what, actually, let's just add their character tags in. Who am I kidding? Right now we just have the grunt tag. That's fine. First of all, we have the brute. Now the question is, do we add all the brutes? Can we even do... can I get away with that? Or is the map gonna, like, explode? Gravemind and Forge. I wish he was a functional AI. That would be cool. I wonder if he would just, like, I don't know if this map would, like, actually explode. I don't even know if it would let me build the map if I added every single AI in every vehicle and every weapon. Halo 2 has, like, a pretty strict limit. So, I don't really... I don't know, dude. Do I even try to change? Because when I built Extinction, the map literally, with just, like, a handful of vehicles and a bunch of weapons, the map exploded. So I'm like... I'd be mostly worried about the script. No, the script's gonna be fine. Once we're on PC here, the script seems to run just fine. Like, you can really run some overpowered scripts and the game doesn't really give a shit. Amount of loops running long term. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. I can always optimize it, but the thing that I can't optimize down is when I hard code these lists of characters. That's what I'm more worried about. But I can always go through and actually make an optimized script rather than just have everything spam all the time. I think... Okay, I definitely want a brute. We want a regular brute. I'll say... that, plus a brute captain. You know what? Actually, I do have a pretty good method of deleting stuff from the menus, just using searches, so I think this is fine. Alright, we'll do all the brutes. The little buggers should be fine. We grab them. We can do the elites. Elite. Oh my god, there's so many. Holy. Counselor. I'm just gonna... Fuck it, dude. Add them all. Get them all in here. I don't even know how many of these I'm actually gonna use, but screw it. Oopie! What's up, little man? What's up, Mr. Blooper? So we got all the elites. I'm gonna regret this. I think I'm gonna regret having all of them in here. Hold up, is this clickbait? No, Halo Clips. This is not clickbait. Don't get your hopes up. This runs in single player, so don't expect to be sharing maps around with your friends, but you can save checkpoint files. But no, this is not, in fact, clickbait. We are running in Halo 2, and this is a sort of actually working Forge mode. And we just added AIs, actually. So you can spawn in some AIs, which is kind of cool. And there's a lot of fun stuff in here, too. We got, like, spawnable pelicans and stuff so you can fly. I've always wanted Halo 2 Forge. Well, I'll hopefully be releasing this mod very soon. I'm just trying to fill out the Forge list. Most of the main features are all functioning really well. The actual Forge just works. I like I have the Forge list. Yeah. I mean, this really wouldn't have been much of a Forge without a list. So getting this working was, like, critical. I would not have even worked on this. Where's that grab lift going to take you? This is the one that takes you on top of the Scarab. So once I get the Scarab vehicle on the list, this is the one you'll want to spawn in. It'll, like, take you up and then shoot you out onto the Scarab. Want to Marine and then ride the Pelican shop in the driver's seat? That's a good... I don't have Marines on the Forge list yet. Like, I think it's on the list, but they don't work yet. I'm adding... This is really good for 2 days. It's not bad. It's not bad. Oh, right. We were adding new AI into the map. So we have a... Dude, there are way too many. This is just brutes and elites. I need to take this list and shrink it, alright? Brute Captain. Brute Honor Guard. I'll delete the Brute Major, I think. And then we have Tartarus, and that'll be all the brutes. Elite Counselor, Honor Guard, Major. I don't think Spec Ops do anything. Stealth are just like the black elites. They don't really have anything special. Their color is just kind of cool. And then we could have like the Ultra and a Zealot. Alright, we'll cut down that list pretty good. Oh, dude, even this is too much. I like how the list is controller friendly because sometimes Halo Infinite's a little messed up for me on controller board. Yeah, this Forge is really simple. This is just like... I mean, not that I have the opportunity to really make it much more complex. I'm really trying to make it as complex as I can, but I'm running off the Halo scripting engine, so it's not exactly like... I can really do too much. Alright, well, obviously I want the Flood Juggernaut, because that's cool as hell. I don't know how well he's going to work, but I'll add him. Flood Carrier, duh. Flood Combat Elite, yeah. Flood Combat Human. Goku. Gravemind, sadly, no AIs here. Very sad, very sad. Grunts, we do have the basic Grunt. There's also Grunt Heavy. Grunt Major? So Major and Ultra. I should probably make the Heretics guy... Dude, there's just so many of these fuckers. There's so many AIs. Like, this is crazy. I think it's just going to overwhelm the engine. Also, this is so much work to add all these guys in. I should probably add the Heretic guys in, though. Heretic, Leader, and Major. And the heretic grunts are cool. We'll add them in. Hunters, duh. Jackals, yep. We'll get jackals, majors, and snipers in. Dude, this is so many. Oh! Would nice to be able to navigate between enemy ranks with a button press. I could separate it into 2 sections where it's like AI friendly, AI enemy kind of deal. Right now, all the AIs are all just on one list, but it's really easy. I could separate it out. I have unlimited lists. I'm creating the entire menu from scratch, so it's really up to whatever I want to do. Do we want cinematic characters like Lord? Oh, I can't even add Lord Hood. He's not even like an actual character. We can do Marines. What Marines do we have? We have Marine, dress, female, loading, Johnson, Johnson dress. What is Marine massive? Whatever. ODST, Sergeant. There's all our Marines. Master Chief, yeah, I put that folder in there as a joke. We don't actually have Master Chief in this mod. He's... Obviously, that would be way too much work. Monitor, no. I don't think the Prophet... Is he... I have a feeling he doesn't just, like, spawn with his chair, so I'm not gonna worry about all that. I could theoretically spawn him in as a fully working AI, though. I'm not gonna say no to that. Anyway, Sentinel, Aggressor... Eliminator and Major. I don't know how different those are. Constructors, I think, are useless, but then we have the Enforcers, which are just fucking awesome. And then, yeah, there's our 5 gazillion AIs. Hooray. It'll only take me a whole hour to add all those to the list. In any case, though, I can actually make a list of, like, what I want to do now. What do you guys think? Should I separate it? Maybe I should have like a 3 AI list. So it's like AI Covenant, AI UNSC, AI Flood, or yeah, I guess it'd be 4 and AI. It's a lot of lists though, just for AI. Every time I comment, the other person's comment quickly. Wait, what did you say? The Flood be really good at drifting the frigate in Halo 2. True. True. Let's add the Scarab. I want to see if the Scarab works well. We'll add the Scarab to the Forge list. So, alright. Step 1 to adding a new vehicle. We go into here. Add it on the list. Increment the number. Push everything down 1. Add some more nulls in there. Alright, now we have the menu created for the Scarab. I do need to go in and import the new menu update. So tool, strings, new UI HUD. Alright, we'll have that command. Tool, new strings, UI HUD. There we go. Okay, so now that exists in the game. Now we gotta just add it onto the actual Forge list. Very easy too. We just go back to where the vehicles are. 108 right here. We're going to copy 108. We're going to make ID 109 for the Scarab. And it's going to be something called list Scarab. Boom. Last but not least, we're just going to make sure the menu actually exists for it. So the visual will be 108 to 109. Boom. That's correct, right? Yeah, 109. All right, well, now the script works. Now we can spawn in a Scarab. Last step to adding the Scarab to the Forge list is to actually put it in the Forge spawner box. Wait, does that mean you can only have one map at a time? Yeah, you have to pretty manually add this Forge mode mod into any particular map. The good news is the script handles pretty much everything. All you really have to do is create a little Forge monitor, set him up, and create a Forge spawning box, and put all the items that you want on the list into it. It's kind of tedious if you want to do it on a new map, but it works. I noticed that when I activate the light bridge, the Covenant light Corvette disappears. What? What are you talking about? Alright, units, vehicles, new vehicle, Scarab drivable, call it list Scarab, make it not automatically spawn in. Oh, it died. Oops. Anyway. That should work. The Scarab honestly might be too big. I don't actually know if it'll work. We'll find out though. If it's too big, then I'll have to move the spawn zone. Let's make sure that we have the scripts compiled. Looks good. Let's spawn ourselves a Scarab. See if it works. Might not. It might get stuck over there. Give me a Scarab. Oh. It blew up. I don't think it worked. I think it was too big. The Scarab can die? Yeah, it can die. I don't want to do this, but I'm gonna have to make the spawn zone much bigger. This was a temporary spot anyway, but I'm just gonna go ahead and increase the size of it. So this is the area that detects the spawned forge objects. It was very irresponsible of me to place it here on the beach, but you know what? It do be like that sometimes, and that do be how it is, and that's true. This should now let me spawn the Scarab in. There we go. Okay, now it's big enough to detect the Scarab. Now I got myself a big ol' Scarab. Oh. There it is. How do I grab it? I don't know where the grab is on the Scarab, to be honest. Grab point, the origin of the object. It's really big, so I was kind of assuming it would be down here near the floor somewhere. Maybe not. Oh, it was up by the head, up by the driver's seat. Why is it so green? I don't have the proper lights baked on this map that the Scarab needs to look normal. So that's kind of unfortunate, but it do be like that sometimes. Yeah, place the Scarab here. Go up here. Oh, there it is. For some reason, the origin point of the Scarab seems to be like under its neck. Right, let me place it down right here. And I can drive it. Now, hey, here's the cool part about Forge, is that I don't need to use anything special to get in the Scarab. I just need to spawn myself on top of it. Sure it wouldn't be too bad at lighting for the Scarab? No, I don't think it would be too bad. Using the Scarab on every campaign. Listen, the Scarab really only works good on giant flat areas. If I try to walk in front of this rock or this tree, I will freak out. This thing does not work good on dense areas at all. It does not walk over things. It does not drive over stuff. It experiences great pain when you try stuff like that. The Scarab barely works, to be honest with you. The fact that it works at all is like a miracle. But it is fully multiplayer ready and has all kinds of cool stuff, like turrets. Look, here's the butt turret. Scarab in Cairo State. I mean, yeah, you could do that. Anyway, time to delete the Scarab. Goodbye, Scarab. I should probably bake the lighting. Low-key, it's been so long since I worked on this that I I did forget how that works. I'm gonna go to my GitHub. I gotta find my tags. I have a tutorial for it. Greens. In order for the Scarab to be viewed on the map, you must place spherical harmonic lighting objects. Once you have placed them, just bake lighting. Okay, cool. All right, let's do that then. I'll bake lighting for the Scarab. I'm not afraid. I'm not scared, dude. I think I did low light baking on this map anyway, so it didn't even look that good to begin with. I need spherical harmonic light orbs, which I believe would be under structure data. Spherical harmonic lighting. Lighting points, and I just place a bunch of these around. And I'm pretty sure the way it works is that these kind of pick up the color and the light level of everything around them. So whenever I place these, they kind of... the light gets baked, and then when the Scarab is doing stuff, because the Scarab's got like a kind of a funny shader, funny material, it essentially uses these to create lighting for itself. So it doesn't actually follow the map lighting. It's too big. I guess Bungie was like, Scarab's too big. We need some special way to create lighting for it so it doesn't look weird. And this was their solution. You use these, grab lighting data, go crazy with it. So now that I have all these, I guess I should probably put some over here. Not that it really matters, but yeah. Now that I have all these, I save, and then we have to bake lighting. So I guess I'll bake lighting on this map. There's so many errors on here that I will not be able to get pathfinding working, but it could. I could honestly work on this map at some point, and like, I think what I might do is just close it up, kind of finish this map up, and make it the area that you do your forge stuff in. I think that would be smart to do. Anyway, let's do, we need a Soyuz here. So here is a Soyuz for Halo 2. We're gonna do a light on low. Davy Jones!
Is that a 60-ounce glass of fresh urine?
Oh my god.
Don't mind if I do.
No, you don't. You don't have to do all...
Hydration.
Ugh. I'm glad the music's loud enough that, like, nobody can hear this. Sterile!
Oh no, it's almost finished. That's all of it. I need to procure more.
Nasty. Oh god, is this crashing my PC? Hello, guys? Can you see me? Are we lagging? Did I do too many? Are we lagging? Tell me if we're lagging. Are we good, guys? It's good. I blame Davy Jones for this. We are... Alright, I'm not gonna listen to the idiots putting the fucking buffering logo in chat. They freaking stink, dude. Why? What is it doing, dude? All I said was light the map. Why is it looking at all the objects in the map? It's wasting time, dude. No proof? Nah, dude, you did this. You're the reason. Look, look at Davy Jones is hacking my PC. Look at all this stuff on my screen, dude. He's hacking me. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Okay, this should work pretty well. This should hopefully go fast. This map isn't, like, that crazy. I'm only lighting it on low, so it shouldn't, like, explode or anything, I don't think. I could be wrong. Okay, it's done processing scenery objects. I probably should have removed all the scenery objects now that I think about it. Davy Jones must have pulled this out of his locker. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know if it was wise of me to try to bake lighting on low. Now that I'm thinking about it, this is a rather large map. This could take a good few minutes. And this is just so that we can have a pretty looking Scarab. Which I will admit is as a priority. That is an important priority. Hey, you know, it's going pretty fast. It's not bad. Lighting is not the only thing getting baked. Hell yeah. Scarab with green though. Yep. If you ever looked at Halo 2 mods back in the day, if anyone ever had a Scarab on any map ever, it would never look correct. It would always be that weird green color, and that's because only the certain campaign maps had those spherical harmonic lighting probes on it, so the Scarabs always looked weird. I think, what do you guys think? Should I make this map the like official Forge map? Literally just like clean it up, finish it up, add some stuff around on it, and then, you know, that's what I'm thinking about doing. Like make this beach like sandier, get some proper textures on it, you know. Finish up some of the buildings like reasonably good. It doesn't have to be perfect, and then like release a beta. Just close these streets up. Originally I had plans to like add a bunch of stuff there, but I'm thinking
to
just
close
close
them.
them.
In Forge, what would spawn? Surely an actual Forerunner and not a silly human.
I'm so glad you asked, Gyarados. Thank you for the 8. So because we're here in Halo 2, I can actually spawn in a Forerunner for you. Let's see, this right here. Not you, no. Oh, you know what? In order to spawn in a Forerunner, I'll have to do it through the AI. Oh wait, I just realized. Look, a Forerunner. It's a Forerunner. Look, I spawned one. I can spawn this Forerunner anywhere I want. It's the beauty of Halo 2, man. Spawnable Forerunners everywhere. Damn! What the hell? Venom Intellect with a 20!
Keep up the great work, man. I gotta get back into learning Halo modding. My biggest downfall is being overambitious and getting discouraged.
Well, thank you for the huge 20! Very much appreciated. Listen, if you get overambitious and discouraged easily, there is a thing that happens a lot when you're learning something new. You can get really ambitious and you can have great ideas, and then you can also be realistic and be like, yeah, it's going to take a while for me to learn all the tools and get good enough to accomplish the things that I envision and learn how possible they really are. But what you will always learn at a pace where you will realize your failings and your mistakes faster than you will be actually good enough to correct them, and that will cause you a lot of discouragement. And I recommend, because of that, try not to focus on your failings too much. Simply see them, acknowledge them, because you will be able to see them far sooner than you'll be able to fix them. My ADHD fucks me. I got ADHD.
Master Chief,
hey!
if you liar pants on the humans are not Forerunner on fire.
No, this is a Forerunner, dude. This is not Master Chief. Here in Halo 2, this is a Forerunner. I'm sorry to break it to you. I don't know who this Master Chief is, but this guy's a Forerunner right here. So, are you good? This guy, like, he kind of looks like the Fortnite guy. He does a little. He's like a lot skinnier though. He's not like the same. Yeah, I have no idea. I think you're just being weird, dude. I think you're being really weird. Oh, look, we're already at the rasterizing step. That's huge. Ah, water. Dude, I've been working out lately. Man, I'm so sore. I'm dead, bro. I want to get to the point where my workouts don't cause me to be insanely sore afterwards. That's my goal right now. I'm in pain. I'm in pain. Is that John Halo in Master Chief 2? I believe so. Take creatine. Doesn't that make your nails like really strong or something? Mineral water, creatine. Yeah, maybe. Gyarados, thank you for the 2! Appreciate it. Foreigner implies a backwalker. I see what you did there. I see what you did there. Actually, that would be a... What would that be, like a backstander? Promotes muscle growth, found in red meat, so it gives you energy and strength. Well then, these guns are gonna get huge. These are gonna get huge. Look at that. You looking at the muscle? Look at that muscle. That's gonna be insane. It's gonna be massive. I'm gonna take some creatine. Isn't that the... I'm gonna be like snorting creatine, dude. I know that shit's gonna come in like a giant powder. I'm just gonna shove my face in there and I'm gonna go work out for like hours. Building HDR cube map. Those are my probes, dude. Look, it's doing the Scarab probes right now. It's taking its sweet fucking time, though. God damn. Maybe I should have put less of them down. This shit's taking forever. My favorite vehicle is the Heretic Phantom. There is no Heretic Phantom. But I would love it if there was. I think the Ruby's... Dude, oh my god. Gyarados, thank you for the 8! Said name Halo
Name
1...
H1 to H3 missions in order and then do it for Halo 4 lol.
Alright, listen. I love Halo video game. I'm a huge Halo video gamer. However, I don't think I could name all the missions in Halo 1. I might be able to do 2. I can definitely do 3. Probably I can do... Let's see. Halo 1 starts with the Pillar of Autumn, then moves on to Halo, then to Truth and Reconciliation, then the Silent Cartographer, then... Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea after that. I haven't played Halo 1 in so long. It's been forever. Dude, I made a terrible mistake by placing down a ton of these probes. I did not realize I was going to be suffering through like 10 times light bake timing due to placing so many of them. Low-key might actually just cancel and restart. Assault on the control room? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Okay, Halo 3 is easy, though. I can do Halo 3 in my sleep because I've played Halo 3's campaign way too many times. I think I could probably do Halo Reach as well. Yeah, Halo Reach I could do as well. Halo Reach is pretty easy. Halo 3 is... Prologue. Okay. Got that one. Yeah, it's Prologue. Then you got... Do ODST. ODST, there is no order, alright? Nice try. There's like a technical order, but not really. Halo 3 is easy. Alright. Prologue. Sierra 117. Crow's Nest. Fuck, what is it called? I know that name in the files. It's called Outskirts. Why am I blanking on it all? But Savo Highway. Then we got the Storm. Then we got Floodgate. Then we got the Ark. Then we got the Covenant. Then we got Cortana. Then we got Halo. Plus the credits mission afterwards. Halo 2? I can do the beginning of Halo 2. Then I get kind of... Then I forget. It's... Well, Halo 2 has what? Cairo Station. Followed by... What's Old Mombasa? What am I thinking of? Outskirts. Followed by... Metropolis. Followed by... Not the Storm. Fuck, what is Alpha Gas Giant? What mission is Alpha Gas Giant? What's the name of it? It's not Oracle. That comes right after. What is the actual in-game name of Alpha Gas Giant? The Arbiter. Thank you. It's the Arbiter. Then it's Oracle. Then... After that... Wait, it transitions you to... Don't you switch back to Master Chief at that point? Fuck, I forget. Yeah, isn't that Delta Halo comes next? It'd be Delta Halo, Regret, and then after Delta Halo and Regret, you move on to the Gravemind picks you up, and he's like, "You will search one likely spot, and you will search another," and then you're tossed around like ragdolls, and I forget. Sacred Icon, great. I don't remember their names. And I also low-key kind of forgot the order. I forget if you split off. I think you split into Arbiter at that point first, and then you go back to Master Chief afterwards. Pretty sure that's how it went. It's been a while since I played. I skipped Sacred... No, yeah, Sacred Icon is when Master Chief... Or not Master Chief, that's when the Gravemind, he picks you up, he splits Master Chief and the Arbiter up, and he has you go search for stuff, right? Did I skip Sacred Icon? What are you talking about? No, Great Journey is the final mission. Master Chief is bald in the Halo 4 Legendary ending? You take that back. Dude, how many of these points did I put down? I'm actually annoyed. I put down too many of these. 17! Canceling light bake. Canceling light bake. I'm gonna put down one here. Okay. One here. And, fuck it, I don't know, dude. One here. There we go. 3 of them, because I'm feeling so brave right now. Alright, good. Let's do that shit again, because holy shit, that 17 of those would have literally taken hours. Now 3 will take like 10 minutes. Nice. Let me go refill my water real quick. Give me like 2 minutes. This should be done by the time I get back. Alright, this is going good. Going fast. We're only going to bake 3 probes this time. Comes in the AR and CE is calibrated so north faces the gas giant and the Halo orbits. Did they really put that much effort into making sure every level was lined up into that skybox? I know they did that. They were on like crazy sicko mode when they were doing ODST and they lined everything up perfectly, but I don't know if they did that in CE. That would surprise me. Apparently. It's really cool if it's true. World origin point will always be the same. Well, I mean, I figured it would just face a cardinal direction at any given time. But where that cardinal direction is, or what it is, I guess. Interesting. Shout out Bungie, just not UV mapping this piece for some reason. Not that you ever see it, but still. Mungo's cracked back in the day? Actually, though. Actually fucking true. Please. Oh, light mapping's almost done. I will say, Halo 2 light mapping is not... I think the worst light mapping ever in any of the Halo games has to be Halo 3. Halo 2 light maps pretty quickly. It's not that bad. Halo 3 light mapping continues to use a similar version of the light mapper, and it's so slow. ODST is faster and gives better results. Reach is super fast, super good results. 4 is ultra mega fast. Halo 3 has the worst of it. They were smoking making those jungle environments. Yeah. What all can Halo scripting be used for besides AI? Well, I mean, the map lighting's not done, but I made all of this Forge mod with Halo script, so there's that. You know, I can grab objects, and this was all just done with Halo script, including the menu and everything. Though, to be fair, the menu is really hacky, but it works. It's really what you make of it. Are they using Vista during Halo 3 times? Is a good question. I don't know. Give me a grunt. AI can't understand Blame Engine and seeing it firsthand, it can't. Surprisingly, ChatGPT actually does know the Halo engine scripting, the Blam engine scripting. Not like amazingly. It can't write like actually amazing scripts or anything. But it does know scripting enough to create semi-functional scripts to do cool stuff. Though I wouldn't trust it to do anything complicated. Why, since it was scraped off of C20? That's my thought too. I was like, it's gotta be off of C20. That like makes the most sense. I'm getting hacked, guys. My windows, they're scrambling, dude. It's almost done. We just have to bake 3 of the HDR light probes and then we'll be good. Don't trust AI to think outside the box? No, that is not its specialty. I know that there's been experiments run on various large language models, and they can think outside the box, but rarely, and like there is emergent behavior that comes from them, which is honestly really cool and fascinating in its own right. But yeah, generally they're more like, I'm going to regurgitate what I know already. I think they would probably need to get way more complex and get some tweaks done to the way that they're actually built in order to like get some really good freeform emergent behaviors coming out of them. Because the way that they're going right now, you don't see a lot of emergent behavior that's like meaningful. Like you'll see some, but it's not like anything crazy. Lights in Halo Reach cannot be turned off with the driver's seat power if it is attached to an effect tag, unlike lens flares. Yeah, that's kind of annoying. In Reach, I had to like set the lens flares as separately attached objects. Same with Halo 3. You have to attach them completely separately. They just refuse to accept effect A inputs. It's obnoxious, but whatever. And they also, if you attach them directly, they also don't go on duplicate markers. So if you wanted to put a lens flare on like a marker called Engine, you have to create Engine 1, Engine 2, Engine 3, Engine 4. You can't just put like all of them named Engine, or else the lens flare will just go on the first one. It's so stupid. What is an AI program that mainly pulls from all different Halo codes, like a specialist modding program? I mean, yeah, you could theoretically, I don't know if it's an AI like that that's already like a functioning large language model, and then you could just like fine tune it on Halo code. Just feed it all the scripts from all the different games, labeled and stuff. Maybe it would know. I don't know. Honestly, I don't think it would be that useful, because all it would really be able to do is regurgitate the same kinds of like patterns and codes it's seen in existing scripts. I would be pretty shocked if it was able to do anything like absolutely crazy. Although I say that, and then we have these crazy AIs that are able to like program entire like JavaScript games in web browsers and stuff now. So I could definitely be wrong. So you know how AI companies have online services set up on the back end. There's an option called temperature to increase creativity. Oh, that's true. That's true. But temperature can increase creativity, but also increase its like madness. It'll start getting stuff wrong and hallucinating more if the temperatures turn too high. Which Halo game had the best music? It's super subjective, but I would say I like 2 the most. 2's is my favorite. Halo 2's got some banging music. They can go rampant. Yeah, I mean, all AIs are really just like this giant neural networks that are like crazy, and then you just kind of have to have all these variables to like funnel its output through a very specific way so that it's not just like screaming. Does generating lighting always take a while? Normally it would have been done like 5 minutes ago, but I have these HDR cube map probes, which is the whole point of doing this light bake, because that's what the Scarab uses to take lighting. Its materials require these, so I put 3 of them down, and they are very slow to generate. I could delete these, and the map would bake lighting just fine, super fast, If I'm baking lighting after this, I'm not going to put these down. It's like quadrupling the light baking time here. But the whole point of doing this light bake was so that we could see the Scarab, so, you know, I added them. But yeah, the light mapping and Halo is pretty fast. This should have been done a while ago. Hey again, thank you for the $3 tip. Appreciate the support.
Been a while, my friend.
It has.
It's been hard, but my love for you and your wholesome and awesomeness in this community is vast.
I appreciate
Hope
it.
to join y'all in a game night someday.
Yeah.
Sorry I couldn't keep up. My membership college expensive.
No
Red
worries,
heart
dude.
emoji. Love Hagen Law Yapper.
I appreciate your lore yapping, Hagen. It has been a while, and you got nothing to apologize for. You make me feel bad if you're like apologizing for not being able to keep up a membership, dude. I just appreciate you coming around. You ain't got to be a member or nothing. Just come say hi. I appreciate it. It's good having you. I'm sorry that shit's been hard. Life fucking sucks sometimes, but you know what? You're in college, and that's fucking fantastic. So keep it up. Don't drop out unless you get really rich. Oh! Rasterizing. Let's go. That texture graphic switch button could possibly be a key to faster conversion and importing pipeline. Money is tough, bro. I feel the pain, dude. The economy sucks so much ass right now. Do you have any idea how pissed off I get when people are like, yeah, we're not like in a recession. The economy's honestly fine. Like they've been trying to say that for years, and the economy just keeps getting worse and worse. Shit just keeps getting more and more expensive, and the amount of money you get from your job just continues to stay the same. It pisses me off, man. Pretending like people are idiots, dude. Oh my god. I'll just be a history teacher. That's amazing. Yeah, you kind of were born for this. The whole world is getting worse and worse every year. It actually is. We need like a rebound. We need something big that's going to rebound us. Very different atmosphere from 5 years ago. Dude, yeah, I'm going to be honest. I hate to say it, but it was COVID, dude. COVID and the lockdowns and everything fucked everything up bad. So bad. That shit. I know we had to do lockdowns for safety or whatever. You can agree or disagree with that, but post lockdowns, all I can say is lockdowns fucked us up so bad, dude. I don't think those should have happened in retrospect. That fucked everything up so bad. We should have just taken that shit to the face. I do not give a fuck if it meant that more people would have passed. Like, the effect on society as a whole has been atrocious. Oh, what the fuck, dude? Created a giant purple light. I should have deleted that. That's kind of sick, though. Nice. Hell yeah. Let me spawn in a Scarab. Scarab should look good now. I might have to restart the map, but Scarab should be good now. Ooh, that's a good looking Scarab, I think. Let me see, let me see. Looks really dark. I might have to reset. Yeah, I think I do have to restart the map. Hold on, let me do that real quick. It's definitely not green anymore, but the lighting is completely incorrect. I don't think there was any more steps I needed to do for that, was there? Was there like a command I needed to run? Let me check my own GitHub. In order to have the Scarab be viewed correctly, you must place spherical harmonic lighting objects on your level. Once you have placed them, bake lighting, and the Scarab will use those points and be lit by those points. Okay, that's what I wrote. But it still looked weird. I could have sworn there was like a command I needed to run or something for it. Movement is very similar to actual Forge. It should be identical to Forge. I gave the monitor the exact speed values that Halo 3 Forge had. So like a 3.6, 3.7, but before COVID I had a 4.0. The problem is just, listen, I'll let you guys know this, okay? I had periods in my life where I stayed inside before COVID for a very long time, okay? And I can confirm through my own personal experience pre-COVID that staying inside for a long time has extreme negative effects on your mental health. I know, crazy. crazy, right? Like, wow, who would have guessed that? But yeah, as it turns out, we all got kind of mind fucked during that time, whether we like it or not. Alright, well, we have a funny purple light here because of my accident, but let's see. I think there was maybe some commands I needed to run that I didn't, because the Scarab looks kind of weird. That does not look good. Actually get sick if you don't get enough sun? Yeah, well, it's just... The truth is, whether people want to hear it or not, humans were social creatures, and if you don't go out and experience the world and see things and do stuff, it's gonna hurt you so badly. Ugh. I don't think this looks right. I think this shit got fucked up. It's not green anymore, though. So many people in Japan to avoid as much sun as possible to appear young. I mean, that will make you appear young. No doubt about that. You know what, if you want to see the Scarab being driven properly, I'll just open MCC and load up Halo 2 Extinction. And then, once I drive that around for a few minutes, I will say screw it, and then I'll be happy. But after that, not working after spending so much time, I need to see the Scarab looking correct. We're loading. I'm loading. Hold on. Hang on. Hang on. I'm loading my MCT. It's awfully slow, isn't it? Did you change the MCC startup movie? No, I have all default. Bake Orms. No! No! Epic Perry did that for me, actually. Shout out Epic Perry. Alright. I'm in MCC. We're gonna do multiplayer, custom multiplayer. Just look at the Halo 2 editor. I know, I just didn't want to leak all my email address stuff. Need a battle rifle. Yo, have a good one, Hagen. Get your college work done, Hagen. I know you're slacking. I know you are. Get your work done. Look at that Scarab, dude. Actual proper colored Scarab. It's beautiful.
Slayer.
Play this map on MCC right now called Extinction, Halo 2. God, I just got the urge to turn into a Forge monitor, but this map doesn't have Forge on it. That makes me very sad. I really should make a version of Extinction with the Forge mode. That would be kind of sick. Look, it's beautiful. The Scarab with proper lighting. I think I may have forgotten certain commands to get the Scarab working, because this looks perfect here. Extinction Forge would be amazing. I might try that, but it would be in single player, of course. Was the Scarab always so tall in Halo 2? Yeah, this thing is huge. And it works. Pretty cool. Whoopee! Sword is pretty dang good. Look at that Bloom. Oh man, Halo 2 engine. Bloom and lighting. Smooth, shiny shaders. Good enough for me. I feel satisfied now. Whee. Wonder if my map has any super bounces on it. Oh, dude, wait, what? My flyable Phantom. I forgot I made one with an open back on it. Well? Means I have the wrong Phantom in my game. Yeah, this one has like the interior and everything. What the fuck? How did I forget about this? I need to add this to my map immediately. You would need a tool to turn back 30 ticks to check for super bounces. Oh, that's right. I remember that. Alright, just don't mind me slowly flying to the Pillar of Autumn. Which, oh my god, guys, that is the Pillar of Autumn. That's the Halo 2 version of it. With the cool new art style that they added in Halo 2. That's pretty cool, man. You know what always bothered me? They made the Pillar of Autumn look like this in Halo 2. And everybody was like, nah, it's a different ship. But then they completely changed the way that the Wraith looks, and they give it a completely new art style, and they were like, nah, that's different. They completely changed the Ghost. Nah, it's the same. There's, you know, it's not different. Same thing. It's just an art style change. They changed the Warthog to look pretty different. Nah. Same thing. Almost there, guys. Your graphics is aged beautifully. Well, if you don't mind the fact that I'm going really close to this giant model, I will say, yeah, actually, Halo 2 aged pretty good. You know what? This might be a different Pelican, too. This is the Pelican I used on Aerial. That's right. And I miss playing this. We should do a game night again on Extinction. Wait, is this a missile launcher? Yes. Yes, it is. Oh, dude, yeah, give me that big gun, dude. I love this thing. Kind of crunchy, but good enough. It's so crunchy. I love it. Isn't this the teleporter that takes me to the roof? Turbo Sim, thank you for the 2! What the fuck?
What if instead of Forge mode, there was Freak mode, and instead of the monitor shooting laser beams, it just sucked toes?
Shut the fuck up. What are you saying, dude? Alright, I'm gonna take a hog out and then we'll go back to making the Forge mod. I sent you the tool in DM so you know. I appreciate it. I would love to mess around on like Headlong and try to get to the X building. I'd have to memorize all the super bounces though, it'd be kind of hard. Wait, you know what? I never go over... What Warthog is this? This is the dig site cut rocket Warthog from Halo 2. What the fuck? What is this? pretty damn cool vehicle. A little overpowered if you ask me, but I think I did that. What we got here? Stanchion. Nice. Oh, respawned already. Not using the Rain Shan Hog? Is that the one with the anime girl on it? Isn't that Halo CE? This is gonna hurt. Because I had to remove the OG image due to copyright reasons. Yeah, didn't they end up making their own? Because like some Bungie dev had put like a little anime girl on it. And then, but it was like an actual, like some popular anime. Oh, spitting out. Ow. Oh, dude. I want to get back on the Scarab. Look like a Seraph up. Oh, that's a close one. Yeah, that's right. You're scared. The giant purple gravity lift? That? Oh, this. It's part of the giant ship in the sky. You can fall out of it like in the original Extinction mod. If you go into the Covenant inside base, which I could actually walk to. Can I go inside? Yeah, you can't go through there, I don't think. I considered adding it, but it would have just been more. This map overloads really easily because there's just so much stuff on it, so I ended up deciding against it. I will walk us very slowly toward the teleporter. Almost there. Is the walking sound broken? Yeah. I could have come up with a better one, but I was kind of crunching for time when I was making this mod, and I was like, it at least sounds better than the custom edition Scarab sound, so that was good enough for me. There's honestly a lot of things about this mod that are semi-unfinished that I would have liked to do more with. Like marking out where these teleporters go, for example, so you know a little bit better. But if you want to go through the giant purple thing, you just, when you're in the interior, you just jump through the middle. And you fall right through. Drops you down here, you got some options. Bing bang boom, boom goes. Do I still have a day job? This is a hobby. I do other work that's not Halo and streaming. This is not like a hobby. I do this to, well, I mean, okay, it is a hobby. Obviously, I love doing this. But no, I also do other things on the side and sell things and all kinds of fun stuff. But I really don't want to stop doing this mod break with the new MCC update. Did it? I'm playing it right now, so I'm going to say no. Because I'm actually in MCC right now. Although I do have this map locally. No, it wouldn't break it. I think it's fine. Did any... What games broke with the update? Is Hell gonna give us a tour of this map? don't think there's a way for me to get back up from here. No game broke, but they did update the DLLs. Oh, okay. That's good. Yeah, I don't think I can get up. There's no flying vehicles that spawned out. My eyes! Fuck! I should have painted the textures. My fucking eyes. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any way up for me, sadly. I'm just sacrificing to the pit. Ow. Oh man, alright, whatever, dude. The phantoms are still dead? Oh, no, they just spawned sideways. I'm pretty sure the Seraph is fast. I'll take the Seraph. Go into the hangar, grab a Pelican. Yeah, I'm doing what you're asking, alright? If you, I kind of already did the tour, though, to be fair. This is more of an excuse for me to fly a Pelican. Sue me, okay? I like Pelicans. I do appreciate the Seraph animations that reach out, too. They're fantastic. What is this, the Maw? This is the Halo 2, well, pretty much, yeah, it's the Halo 2 version of the Maw. Oh, there's no longsword on this map, too, which is always fun. The longsword fires nukes, and the fact that I haven't fired it yet takes... I would say, shows great restraint on my part. This is across the pond from Burial Mound. A lot of these stuff that's on the ground here was from I recycled it from a different map. That piece is actually from Burial Mounds. But all the other pieces of, like, debris that are around are actually not from Burial Mounds, but are custom debris pieces from another map I was working on with the same aesthetic a while ago. Called Graveyard. Anyway, Pelican I think would take too long to do a full look-de-doo around with. So instead, I'm going to go into the Halo 2 Longsword, which is a real thing, by the way. This Longsword does have a Halo 2's updated textures, plus a bunch of custom bump maps, which are awesome. Very cool. This was a fucking pain in the ass, dude. Nobody will ever realize that this longsword has a bunch of custom bump maps to bring it up to standards with Halo 2's graphical style, but I know. I painstakingly did every single one of these. And you know what? As long as I'm happy, it's fine by me. Nuke out. Hell yeah. Well, longsword stream, dude, the Halo 2 longsword streams were both awesome and extremely painful. this lighting in here, dude. Oh, the way the bump maps be bumping, dude. Oh. Oh my god, the lighting's reacting dynamically to the crevices, the Halo 2 bump map technology, dude. Oh my god! The way those cabinets are all bumped up. Oh, the chairs too. Oh. You doing these mods for MCC Steam, Project Cartographer, or another client? This is for MCC Steam. I would love to port this to Project Cartographer, though. I just don't know how. I heard there's a way, but I've just never done it. Particles casually bouncing off the edge of the screen. Listen, it's all a feature. Dude, what the fuck? How many nukes does this thing have? Have a good one, Thomas. I appreciate you stopping in. I host servers on a lot of games, so I'm gonna put some on there. Are there a lot of modded maps for Project Cartographer? Because if not, and if there's a way to port MCC Halo 2 mods to Project Cartographer, I would... Oh my god, I would go crazy with that. I would make so many Halo 2 modded maps. In the style of, like, old custom edition mods. Yes, Project Cartographer does have a custom server browser. With... They're asking, is it possible to mod sprints in a Halo 3? Maybe with scripts. But it wouldn't be all that great. It probably wouldn't be able to have first-person animations. Also, I wonder, does Project Cartographer have any of the fixes that MCC has for Halo 2? Like for like fixed normal maps and effects and stuff. Like I know there's a lot of broken shaders in Halo 2 Vista, and a lot of those were fixed in MCC updates. I'm so curious if Project Cartographer fixed those so that it has the same level of like correct Xbox visuals that MCC does. Any lore heads in the chat? No. Blow up the longsword! Well, whatever. Anyway, that was a good time. Back to here, dude. I'm sorry. The Scarab thing not working is sad and all, but I am not going to leave these scenery objects that were casting a bunch of lights on the map. Sorry, not sorry, but it is horrendous. Get deleted. I'm gonna delete the lighting data things that did not work. The whatchamacallums, the doohickeys. Spherical harmonic lights. Get rid of all those. I'm gonna rebake the lighting so I just don't have to stare at this. We'll continue Forge in a second. I'm gonna go use the restroom very quickly. This should be way faster than before because we don't have any more spherical harmonic lights, so it'll go really quick. I will be right back. All right, this will be done any day now. Okay, so when it comes to Forge, I want to add a shit ton of stuff to it. I'm going to add the crate object list. I want to add a ton of cool crates. Stuff that'd be fun to forge. I feel like there's a small handful of people that would use this mod to actually build cool stuff. But I think realistically this should be more of a proof of concept kind of deal, where the stuff in this would be like just random Halo 2 crate objects, kind of like what they did in Halo 3 Forge, where they just kind of threw a bunch of crates and stuff on the list, and they were like, I don't know, go crazy with it. So what I think I'm going to do with this. So I'm just going to find a bunch of cool crates, throw them on the list, and call it a day. Same with the AIs. That should be fine. Get the foundations, phasing walls, floors, bases, covers, etc. I mean, I can probably put down like phased typed physics objects. Honestly, I don't know what types I would do, and it really wouldn't be particularly challenging to make them either. They would all just be crate objects with phase type physics. And they should work as long as I set their physics model to be phase type. I don't know why Halo 2 had broken lighting on MCC. Probably just a Vista port error. Halo 2 Vista was a very crappy port of Halo 2, and that's what Halo 2 is based off of on MCC. They had to do a lot of fixing. MCC team worked their asses off fixing Halo 2, man. Halo 2 at MCC is so nice now, though. Oh my god, everything, it's very, very close to being the exact graphics and stuff that Halo 2 Xbox had, but obviously now with way better. So I wonder what would be good for like Halo 2 Forge here. Like, would it be worthwhile to do like Forerunner type objects and things? Like, I wouldn't do very many of them. Maybe just like some blocks, some walls, a ramp, that kind of thing. Have you Googled how to send Halo 2 mods to Project Cartographer? No. I will, though. How to send Halo 2 mods to Project Cartographer. Is there a mod tutorial? Does anyone have a mod tutorial? There's a great forum here, though. Halo2.online. Creation Station. Maybe Mombasa style walls? Yeah, I was thinking that might be kind of cool. Just some random Halo 2 walls. Maybe the walls and outskirts. I think it'd be kind of fun. It would just depend on, like, I think it'd be cool if you made a mostly flat map reminiscent of that one part of Metropolis where the Scarab destroys the tank, but just a triple land to forge bases on. I mean, I like that idea, but this mod isn't really about building maps, necessarily. This mod is more about, like, placing objects and just messing around, which is kind of why I like this map. Besides the fact that it's, like, unfinished, I like this map because it's just kind of got, like, some scenery, some areas, and you could really mess around a lot with. It's kind of like a playground. This Forge mode is really like a playground more so than anything else. So that's kind of why I wanted to like maybe finish this map up at some point. There we go. Some good, like, I figured if I finish this map up and just like cleaned it up and made the buildings a little prettier and like closed up the top areas here, that it would be kind of nice, because then you kind of have like this playground area. Like, this area was inspired by that part where the Scarab comes through, you know, and like starts messing stuff up. You know, normally you would have like, you would have been here and there would have been like a doorway that takes you up to the roof, and there would be like bridges over it. But I just figured it would be kind of cool if the map was just kind of this. So maybe I'll go through in Blender, clean up this map, finish it up, make some pretty textures. Does this Forge mod work in multiplayer? No, sadly not. This is a campaign only thing. It's more like a single player playground type thing. You can share like saved games through like checkpoints and stuff, but that's about it. It works pretty good in that way though, you know. I do have working AIs now, which is kind of fun. I need to add like a full list of them, but yeah, you can like spawn in AIs, which is kind of cool. They don't run yet. I gotta fix the pathfinding on my level here, but it does work. You'll be able to save and load checkpoints, and then you could send those files to people as well, which is kind of cool. So that's neat. Other than that, though, it's basically like Halo 3 Forge, but with cooler vehicles, and any modded stuff I want to add to it will just work, more or less. Alright, what I want to do, though, is I want to add cool crates, right? I want to see what the crate object list should look like on this mod. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to create a... I'm going to clear out my crate list, which there's a lot of stuff on here for the crate list. I need to make sure that I at least have the fusion coil, though. That'll be one thing. So what I'm going to do is go into here. Halo Gear Human. Alright, so we'll go first military. Gotta add the fusion coil back. We have our fusion coil. I don't know what antenna mast is. Actually, I do know what that is. I'm gonna keep that. We have crate packing and crate packing giant. These are pretty important. I want to grab the... Is that really all there is for that? Seriously? Generator. I'm gonna add all of these, and if any of these are bad or I don't like them, I'll just remove them. Case AP turret, case, blitz can's probably gonna be pointless, but I'll add it anyway. Can I add the rucksack? Whatever, I'll add it as well. A tire? Sure, dude, why not? Name industrial stuff. I'll check these out. Crate multi single. Any chance of making an updated modding tutorial for beginners? Probably not. If I uploaded it to my YouTube channel, nobody would watch it, and it would probably be really detrimental for my channel, which sucks, because YouTube is kind of discouraging that actively in that way. Alright, fusion coil we have on the list. Antenna mast, yeah, I'll put this on the list. Crate packing, sure. Crate packing giant, yep. Generator. This is a pretty pointless object. I don't think I'll add this. Drum 55 gallon, kind of pointless. Drum 12 gallon, definitely pointless. Case AP turret case is kind of cool. I could throw that on there, I guess. Regular case, I think that's too small to really justify having. Blitzcan, same deal. Rucksack, same deal. Tire, yep. Crate multi. These are kind of cool. These are like the human industrial crates. Though we already have the other crates, so that makes these kind of pointless. Crate tech giant. I mean, these are more or less the same thing. It's just a matter of like stylistic choice. I'm gonna prefer the military crates personally, so I can delete those. So here's what we're keeping then from this. We have fusion coil, antenna, crate, drum 55 gallon. Okay, I have this list here, so antenna, crate. We don't need the generator. Don't need, we'll keep the 55 gallon, we don't need that. Turret's good. Case delete, blitz can delete, rucksack, all of this delete. So that's our current objects. Can you add the flood crates from the Oracle? Yeah, all of those exist in the game and are good. Alright, I'm gonna add in now Covenant crates. So objects, gear, Covenant, military. So I'm gonna add the battery for one, the antenna comm as well. Crate spaces are always good to have. I'll choose which ones I want actually though. Hollow cam, hollow generator, sure. What is ramp? What is the Covenant ramp? Hello? Oh, what the fuck, dude? This is the thing from Halo 3. What is this used for? Does this even get used in Halo 2? Wait, isn't this destroyable? I'm pretty sure this is destroyable. At least it is in Halo 3. Oh yeah, look at that. You shoot it and it falls. That's kind of cool. That exists. No, you know what? That's not in Halo 3 I'm thinking of. Is it? Yeah, no, there's a version of that in Halo 3, but I've never seen it used in either Halo 2 or 3. And if they are, it's totally passed me by, and I've just never noticed it. Alright, let's go. So, that was all of our gear objects. Which is fine, I guess. There's also multiplayer objects like teleporters, but I don't think those work unless you specifically set them up to work. They're just kind of objects. So I can't use those, sadly. Halo 3 is the one where they work in like Forge and object creation, but can't do that here. Teleporter's got to be set up manually in the map editor in Halo 2. On the Outskirts mission? Huh, interesting. The rest of our fun stuff is going to be under scenarios. Those descriptions. Scenarios, objects. This is where some fun stuff is going to come in. Scenarios, objects, Covenant, military. Crazy shit. We have capital ships, battle cruisers, Covenant boarding craft. All kinds of crazy stuff. I do want to add the Covenant, not the gun tower necessarily, because I already have a vehicle version of that I can spawn in. I want to add the watchtower, but I want to add it as a crate, which I should be able to use. Sapien is advanced forge? True. That is true. Those machines. Entry pod inserter. How interesting. The Scarab is here, but we already have a vehicle version of that well, sort of kind of works. Will there be advanced forge controls like Reacher? Will be like, this is very much like Halo 3. I don't think I could ever get close to doing Reach style stuff. Maybe if I was like a god of scripting and that I could like do some like crazy built-in pre-built setup stuff, but I'm hoping to make a sort of forge that can be applied to any mod you want, and then I could theoretically just release all the script and files and have a little mini tutorial, and I could people would just be able to like make their own forge lists with everything. Yeah, ideally. You know, I want to do this really quickly though, because I think this would be kind of awesome to be able to forge. And I'm talking about the Covenant watchtowers. It's kind of bugging me that those are device machines when they absolutely do not need to be. So I'm going to fix that really quickly. Go objects, scenarios, objects, Covenant military, and then here watchtower. We have the base, which is for some reason a device machine. I guess they must have some kind of like fancy shit for it. I don't know, but I want to get some like crates. So I'm gonna go objects, gear, Covenant, military. I'll just grab like the battery. Grab a crate. Military, watchtower. Let's do base. And I'm gonna rename this to Cov Watchtower Base, and I'm gonna make a crate object out of these. Can I drag and drop? No, of course I can't. Okay, Watchtower Base crate and Watchtower Pod crate. And now I should be able to make these spawnable. Oh, the object rotation is snapped to the monitor's camera. I wish it wasn't. I wish it was more like Reach, where it's just kind of floating in the world, but whatever. The scripting and stuff, would you use ChatGPT? I've used it to help me with code stuff. I wouldn't use it for Halo stuff. I'll use it for like generating Blender scripts to automate like large sections of things that I just don't want to do. But when it comes to Halo scripting, ChatGPT doesn't really know enough to make super useful functional scripting stuff. It's done stuff that's neat before when I've just like tested it out, but I honestly would prefer to do it just myself. That way I don't have to debug the AI's code and I can just make stuff. Like everything I've made, I've done myself, and if I didn't understand it, it would make it way more awful. Right, Covenant Watchtower. Base. What is base cap? It's a scenery. Is there... Hold on. Is that a thing? Does that ever get used in game? That sounds kind of cool. I need to see if this is a real thing. Sorry, this is a random side tangent, but this is kind of cool if it's a thing. Covenant, military, Watchtower base cap. What does the base cap look like? Okay, it's not a real thing, apparently. Weird. Oh, I guess I tried that before. Oops. Remove the little tent. That's fine though. Alright, so this is our scenery object list so far. Let's get the gun tower, or not gun tower, watchtower in here real quick. So watchtower base crate. I go ahead and bring it back. Tags, scenarios, objects, covenant, military, watchtower, base, model will be its model. And I'll have the bounding radius be like 10. That's too big, but, you know, whatever. Acceleration scale will be like 0.01, so it really doesn't get moved at all. I'm going to do the exact same thing with the watchtower pod as well. Crate, choose the right model. Watchtower pod. Bounding radius like 5, I guess. Acceleration scale 0.01. Not make it destroyable cover. Actually, for the pod, yeah, that is destroyable cover. And then change nothing else about it. And now I should be able to spawn these in successfully. So scenarios, objects, covenant, military, watchtower base, crate, watchtower pod, crate. Hopefully these work. Okay, watchtower base, very cool. Oh, I do need to add some stuff to it. And then there's the pod. Now we have them as movable crate objects. Main thing that needs to be changed though is on the base, there's a bunch of attachments that the device machine has that this does not have. So probably functions as well if I had to guess. No? Where's the attachments? No attachments, what the fuck? Oh, that's the pod. Wait a minute. Not the pod. Pod's fine. Base. Is this for MCC? Or the original? This is MCC. But a lot of this could theoretically work on the Xbox. I have never tested it, but it could. Alright, we're going to add this function. Phantom power to phantom audio to phantom speed. Great, now it has all this stuff functioning. Beautiful, love it. Then we got to get these attachments onto our crate version, which is the light volume that makes you anti-grav beam. Goes to primary scale power. What? I'm just going to have it be on all the time and not worry about it. Anti-grav particles. Going to be on anti-grav beam marker, and we have the actual sound of the lift, and then the activate, which goes on phantom audio. Okay, that's a working game. Nice, but does it work still? Botted Gamer, thank you for the 6-9.
I mean bald gun.
The fuck?
Did you fix
What?
the issue you had with the menu breaking yet?
Yeah, I actually fixed that yesterday on stream. I figured out a quick fix for it. So it works really good now. Oh, it still works even as a crate. Let's go, dude. Okay, we can add these to the Forge list now. Hell yeah. So there's 2 more Forge objects for our list. Yeah, no, everything in Forge works really good. In fact, we've also gone so far as to add functioning AI on the list now. So now I can spawn in grunts and stuff, and if my map actually had working pathfinding, they would be running around right now. So that's cool. What did I just grab? Oh my god. I just shoved his body through the floor. I gotta try that. What the fuck was that? I kill him. I grab the body. Oh, look, he can fly around. I have a dead body that I can mess with. He's a little ragdoll. It's like Gmod. There he goes. Little ragdoll grunt. What does he not go in the base? Oh, I can't place this low enough in the ground. That's annoying. Oh, his body doesn't react. How sad. Carry the tower part to the... Yeah, this will automatically get carried, or at least it should. Oh, what the fuck? It doesn't? That should definitely work. Why doesn't that work? It worked on the device machine version, which has the exact same physics model. It should be the same. What the fuck, man? What's different about it? I get carried in it as a player. Oh, I gotta move this off. Yeah, it works for me. Oh, I know exactly what's happening. The other version was a device machine. So what I'm going to do, actually, I'm going to swap this out for Watchtower Base. I'm going to make a crate version of it, so that way I don't affect the campaign stuff. Yo! The huge 1337th Elite from Modded Gamer, thank you!
Now you have Forge in arguably the second best Halo. When are we gonna get Forge in truly the best Halo?
Yeah?
Spartan Assault.
What? The fuck? The fuck did you just say to me? What the fuck did you just fucking say to me, you little bitch? I'll have you know, I have over 300 confirmed kills. Boom. There we go. Now it works. It had ignores crates enabled. And now it doesn't. Wait, that was the wrong one. Wait, one of these has ignore crates. Oh, come back. Gotta figure out which one's the right one. Okay. Maybe it was the first one? There we go. Nice. Now it functions. That's pretty sick. And it's completely forgeable. Very cool. The only downside is it's like, even if I go on the ground, the lowest I could place it is like there. Just because of how the forge works. It's not that bad, but it'd be nice if it could be placed a little lower. And then yeah, if you want to spawn in this pod thingy now, you just come down here, grab it, drop it roughly here, it'll spin into place, and you're good to go. Now you can forge your own watchtower. Something that Halo 3 never let us do for whatever reason. It's fine. But they work, so that's good. So there's our scenery list. It's looking good so far. I include the Covenant ramp because fuck it, dude. Why not? Let's keep adding stuff. Let's see what else we got going here. Those were like scenery objects. I think we have to move on to the... Or yeah, let's move on to scenery. Because I don't know how many more crate objects there realistically are. That is like, honestly, most of the... Oh, wait, we have the Covenant ones. Hold on. I completely forgot about this. I already added them. Let's add the... So after the Watchtower stuff, we have set of fusion coils, Covenant batteries, which look like this, which is like a Covenant fusion coil. Then we have the antenna comm, which is, well, it's exactly what it looks like. Crate spaces, which I love these so much. And we have other ones. We have the A version, which I think is, it's more orange, and it has an open side for like weapons. And we have a B version, which is this, both sides open. So I guess I'll have those two. I'll have like regular and B. Then we have the hollow generator, which I don't know what that is, but it exists. We got the ramp already as well. So what up, Talca? We're making Halo 2 Forge right now. We're coming up with a list of objects to add. All of these are good objects. I think this would be good, but I suppose I could add more than just like prop objects. We could have like actual scenery objects. Do you fly now? Yeah. It's to project profit of regret in Delta Halo. Is that? Oh, right, because it's a hollow generator. That makes sense. To blow up. I feel like it's kind of a pointless object. I don't think I really want this one. Did I get save load working? I haven't tested it or added the functionality, but it should be very easy to do. Actually, I could add it right now. Theoretically, it's very, very easy to do because I realized I didn't even mean to do this, but I made my Forge menu extremely dynamic. I'm gonna remove this. I had this thing called object is AI. I don't even need that. I'm gonna replace this to is not object. And then I'm gonna change this up here to is not object. And go back down to my spawning thingy here. If is not object is true versus is not object is false, I think I would just do, well, that's nice. I didn't know I could do that. I think what I would just do is print non-object menu interaction, so that way I know when that's happening, and then just do a sleep one. That's it. And this is spawn object set to true. I would do spawn object, so it would still be in the menu, actually. So yeah, that's all that would happen. So for the menu, in order to get the saving and loading functionality and stuff working, that is 500, 501, and 502 for the ID. So for the function of that, I'm going to go in here. We're going to add first the function for 500, which is the save checkpoint. I think I want to get a little creative with it. Maybe like play a sound or something, as well as game save unsafe is going to be the command I want. That's going to force an instant checkpoint. Then we have a game save and quit. So yeah, this one will be load, and then this one will be save and quit. Game, is it literally just game save and quit? Yes. It is quite literally just game save and quit. For that one, that's 502. And then for 501, which should be the load checkpoint, I should probably check this out and make sure it works like Where's my load last checkpoint? Game revert to previous saved game. So yeah, there we go. That should function. Check stream chat. Okay, give me 1 sec. This might break Sapien because I... Wait, object AI is false 379? Where's 379? Is not object. Okay, looks good. So I don't know what's going to happen if I try saving here in Sapien, but I'm going to go ahead and do it anyway. Save checkpoint. Okay, it says you guys can't see because my monitor's in the way, or my beautiful face, but it said checkpoint. Let me load checkpoint. Oh, right, I need to do, I didn't do a player action test reset on any of these. But whenever it activates whatever it does, we're going to do a sleep 5, and then player action test reset. And then... I think that's it. I think I also... I guess I would set spawn object back to false. To reset that. Forge grabbing would not go on true, because this doesn't spawn any objects, so we don't want that. But I think that's good. Let's try that. I should fix things up, have it not break. Okay, let's try that again. So we go back to the save and load. I click save checkpoint. It says checkpoint and close the menu. Load checkpoint. Did not work. Can I save again though? Well, let me save again. Okay, save checkpoint is not working again. Does that mean the whole menu is broken? That means the whole menu is broken. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, my dumbass. I know exactly what's happening. This is why I put a begin. We go here, we click set is not object to true. We're gonna have that go before every single one of these. Damn! Teal Master with the 20!
The definitive top 5 Halo
Oh,
list.
there was another one that came through.
Halo Spartan Assault 2. Halo 23. Halo 24. Halo 3.5. Halo Spartan Strike. This is 100% definitive and you cannot dispute it because all the Halo community agrees.
Yeah.
Check true.
That's true. Thank you for that. 420 modded gamer. I love Spartan
Every
Assault.
time
Teal Master!
I watch your stream, I am reminded how 343 didn't incorporate a modded CGB in MCC before abandoning it.
I know.
And I get genuinely upset.
Yeah.
Discord servers just aren't the same.
No, they're not. There's a reason Custom Edition was so popular, and it was because of its GameSpy server browser. Ah! Thank you for the 20, though. I really appreciate it. It does also bring me great pain. And thank you also to Modded Gamer for that 420. I appreciate you said. Your top 5 Halo is Halo Spartan Assault 2? Alright, I'm gonna stop listening after that. But thank you so much. Save checkpoint. Load checkpoint. Save check. Okay, it's still broken. Did I not just fix this? Oh! Okay. Is not object gets set to true. Oh, my dumbass. Nothing can happen yet because it's doing this. It's doing a sleep until. So I should just move this out. Of there. Yay! Alright, let's see. Oh! Checkpoint saved. But I still broke! Ah! Alright, why did I forgot because you locked in? Wait, for what? What happened? Oh. Spawn object needs to get set to false. It does get set to false. Wait, it absolutely does. This is set is not object to true. If is not object is true, begin this blah, and then it sits here and it sleeps until an object appears, which is not what I want. Maybe I could just remove the sleep until and then just shove this into an if statement instead. Maybe that'll fix it. I hope that doesn't cause issues. That way it doesn't just like lock the script forever. Okay, I can multiple checkpoints now. That seems to have fixed it. I can still spawn battle rifles. I can still spawn objects of all kinds. We're still good. Checkpoints I can save over and over. I don't think those work in the editor, but seems to be Modern Gamer. Thank you for the 420.
Let's try that again because TTS didn't say it right. The definitive top 5 Halo list: number 1 Halo Spartan Assault,
No.
number 2 Halo 2, number 3 Halo 2 again, number 4 Halo 3, number 5 Halo Spartan Strike. Fact check, real and based and true.
Okay, that's actually that's a pretty good one. I'm not gonna lie. I can't really argue with that. I mean, you know, I never played Halo Spartan Strike, so I'm not really able to make a based and informed opinion on that one. All right, I'll concede there. All right, that is what it is. I'm not gonna argue with you on that. I like how it's just Halo 2, number 3, Halo 2 again. Fucking real for that. Okay, that should be good. So this is all honestly really nice. This is all very, very nice. Everything is working so goodly. Now I also have the ability to not just spawn objects with the Forge menu, but also do cool, mundane interactions, like saving and loading the game. So let's go test it out and see if that works.
I didn't play them either, but without a doubt they are real and based.
Modern Gamer, thank you for that 3! You know what? Valid. You don't even need to play the game. You can just say it's real and based, and that's real and based. Alright, let's see. Does my saving and loading work? Because I'm pretty sure checkpoints and stuff do work in tag test. Is the AI working? Sorry, we don't use slurs around here, Tenna. The AIs are working. My map is broken, so because it doesn't have pathfinding. So sadly, I can't just see them walking around, but they do work. They would be walking around if my map didn't suck. All right, game, start, scenarios, multi. Oh my, yes, I didn't mean to press enter. I wasn't done typing. Game, start, scenarios, multi, Mombasa battle / Mombasa battle. Check stream chat. Oh yeah, right. I'm checking. I see Modding General has an @ I share rejected shotguns making a Halo 2 Forge. Somebody said. To which, yes. Alright, stream chat. Okay, what is this? You got some Halo Reach modding going on. Ah! It's so bright! We got the Falcon. Damn, what the fuck? It's got hella lights all over it. Ooh. Is that how the Falcon always sounds in Reach? It sounds like a fucking helicopter. It's kind of sick. I don't know what all the smoke is coming out of it. It looks kind of crazy, like it's on fire. That's pretty sick, though. The sound took way too long to get right. Oh, yeah, so it was a sound difference. I was going to say, that sounds really nice. Fade. Oh, my God. Fade in. 1, 1, 1. 1. Okay, we're in. Now let's see if saving and loading works. I'm going to start by spawning in a couple vehicles. And I'll also spawn in some fusion coils. Alright, now I'm going to go to the save checkpoint. It says checkpoint done. And then I'm going to do load checkpoint. Oh! Dude. Load checkpoint. Oh! Oh! The checkpoint system works flawlessly! Look at this, I'm messing around, I'm moving the chair, grabbing this, gonna mess around some more. Let me add, oh no, I accidentally added way too many grunts. They're everywhere. I should go switch back to my last checkpoint really quickly. If you damage a vehicle and then select it, it goes back to full health, but it keeps its damage effects. It shouldn't go back to full health. Whoops. Yeah, no, it's still damaged. Oh no, I spawned too many scarabs. That can happen. You're just messing around having a good old time and all of a sudden you spawn like 10 scarabs. Oh. It actually just despawned them. Ah! Oh. I exploded. The scarabs actually imploded the game and it reverted me. At least it reverts me, it Control-Z's me back to the last spawn point. Alright, in retrospect, maybe adding the scarabs is not the wisest decision. Well, that's crazy. It actually saves the entire script state as well. It knew exactly where I was at in the menu. Watch this. Read up. I'm talking about the Reach Sapien bug. Oh. Yeah, if you grab something in Sapien, it kind of resets it. It's kind of weird. That's the beauty of this. It's basically Halo 3's Forge mode, but for real. No weird Sapien stuff going on. What I can do? Oh god, I broke it. Okay, noted. I found a bug where if you're hovering over something and you use A to spawn an object, it will grab it. Noted. This is Halo 3 all over again. When you're on Sand Trap trying to tip over the elephant, you gotta spawn like 10 trillion of these things. I don't have the plasma batteries in here yet, otherwise I would spawn them all in. Alright, here goes nothing. Yeah! So you can't add fixed or phased? No, I mean, I can in the sense that this is fixed and phased, but the object has to be preset up to be a fixed or phased object. You can't dynamically change it on the fly. Like, this is a regular normal physics object, the base is a fixed physics object, and I can set those up to be exactly that way. Can you carry fully destroyed items? Yeah. This does not let you just pick up whatever is allowed to be picked up. This lets you pick up literally everything. I can... Watch this. If I spawn a grunt, and he shoots at me, hey man.
Loser.
Did you just call me a loser? Look at that, I just picked up one of the bullets. Dude, when I say I can pick up everything, see, this is a plasma pistol projectile, and I just picked it up. I can throw it back at him. Oh, I missed. Bitch. And look, I can pick up his dead body. Yo, Didac, thank you for 17 months! Much appreciated, dude. I need to make this have bipeds go flying with it. That grunt was spitting? I guess so. I should probably add some kind of blocks and things that you can build out of. What the? Modded Gamer, suck my dick! Thank you for the 3, though. Appreciate it. I know, loser. And Didac, thank you for 17 months of membership, dude. Much, much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Thank you very much. It's about as low as I can get that thing to the ground. Oh, it slid off. Not bad. Dude, it's kind of mind-blowing still that this is all Halo 2. Like, what the fuck, man? Where do I shoot this to break this? This thing? Yep, it's that thing. I would like to see the complete Halo Wars cut Scarab, sir. Not today. I gotta open up Halo 3 and a bunch of other stuff for that. You can play with it yourself. It's on Ultimate Forge 2.0 test version. Pew. Oh, interesting. This thing has phased physics. Or, well, fixed physics. I don't know if it does phased. Calm down. Oh, wait. I didn't mean to delete that. Guess I can just go to my menu and load my last checkpoint. Oh, look. We're back. Dude, that's so fucking fancy. Are you kidding me? That's so awesome. I love this, dude. This is fucking sick. We gotta add all these to the Forge menu. Status report. It's dope. Look at that. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Load checkpoint. Oh, I got all my stuff back. Easy peasy, dude. This is like a Halo 2 Gmod right here. This is fucking the best shit ever. Alright, here's my goal for this, to release this mod, at least in a semi-functioning state. Add all these objects, and then some other cool ones. Add maybe some extra modded vehicles. Add a bunch of AI. And a bunch of weapons to the menu, so it's like a full Forge menu. Go into this map. Literally just block that stuff off. Clean up some of the textures, make sure it looks decent. And then release it as a mod on the workshop that you can play. Halo 2 Police Hawk? I don't know about that, baby. Well, I'm gonna stretch my legs very quickly. I will be right back. Here, wait. Let's test this before I go. Does save and quit work? Sure does. Alright, I will be right back. And then we'll add all this stuff to the Forge menu, and it'll be sick as fuck. Let's make this forge list awesome. Let's add these crates. I think I'm going to add these crates pretty much in the order I have them spawned in here. We're going to start with small objects. And then we're going to move our way into Covenant objects, these, and then we'll go to like ramps, and then these big ones, and then after that, I'll add a bunch of like building objects if that's what we decide we want. I think that'd be pretty cool. Let's see. Now, obviously, we already have a fusion coil. So that's going to be our, what we base everything else off of in our scenery. 301, I'm going to do a... Actually, first, let me undo that. We need to make sure that we actually have the list here. Fusion coil, crate large, and then I'm going to do antenna. What is it actually called? Antenna mast. I'm just going to say antenna. What was that noise? All right, 301. We're going to move fusion coil up the list one right here. We're going to put crate into the selection area. We're going to move crate large up. We're going to move antenna up. And then in antenna's place, which will be right here. Slash, oh wait, I did that wrong. Right? Yeah, I messed up there. Slash N. Now we crate large. Oh my goodness. Crate large. Antenna would get moved. Slash R slash N. And then next in the list would be... What is next on the list, actually? Drum 55 gallon. And then turret case. Now we move on to 302. I'm very tempted to make some kind of automated script at some point that's going to essentially just automate all of this. So that way I don't have to like just continuously and manually do this. This is extremely tedious. I need to like actually automate this. It's pain. Fusion coil goes there. Crate gets moved up. Slash R slash N. Crate large goes from being out here to in the selected area. Antenna gets moved. Slash R slash N to there. Drum 55 gallon gets moved up to there, and then slash R slash N. The next one would be turret case. Oh, green's here, dude. Real green. How about you always come in at around 3 to 4 hour mark? I'm still working. I'm still going strong, but man. All right, now we got 303, which means this fusion coil is about to get knocked off the list. Slash R slash N, slash R slash N. Move crate up one, slash R slash N. Crate large now gets moved out of the selected area to above it. Antenna now gets moved into the selected area. And then drum 55 gal gets moved up here. Turret case gets moved up here. And then I get to add a new object, which I would do as Covenant battery. So now we have 4 objects that we could select. just to see how it looks, make sure I haven't broken anything. I'm going to go through, input them into the list. Not going to make them spawnable yet, but I'm just going to input them in the list and make sure they work. So 300, 301, 302, 303. And then we'll compile that. And also get our strings and then compile, because it probably didn't work. Now it doesn't work. Wait, what is this? This is unmatched. First menu slot 301 at line 193. What did I break? Oh, I missed a parentheses on all these. Oops. Did I fix it? Hell yeah. Okay. Can we spawn cool objects now? Oh! Okay, the first one's broken. 301 is broken, but the others are fine. 301 is here. /r/n. There we go. That should fix it. There we go. Alright, now we can scroll through this list. All that work I did was just to be able to scroll through this list and have the items get pushed up and down. We are adding that spaghetti code game. Yeah. I am, in fact. And it's honestly working better than you would expect it to. Can do all kinds of stuff. Unfortunately, it's single player only, but it works. What the fuck? Hello? OBS Studio disconnected. Reconnection successful. Hello? Anyone else see that? Why did my OBS just freak out? OBS crashed? It didn't though. It like, well, sort of it crashed, I guess. We are back though. Alright, let's move on. Let's add the rest of this scenery. We'll do it snappy. USPS having an instrument damage package that I sent to California. How am I supposed to do that? That's a good question. I would just tell them and be like, dude, I shipped it. What do you want from me? It's gone. Alright. Crate gets pulled into the fusion coil slot. Crate large gets pulled into the crate slot. Antenna gets pulled into that slot. From 55 gallon gets pulled into that slot. Turret case gets moved up to there. Covenant battery. And now, where there was a Covenant battery before, we get to move on to the next object, which will be Covenant antenna. And I think I'm going to rename Covenant battery to Battery Covenant. And we have Antenna Covenant. And then we move on to the next one, 305. How many lines of code now? I don't think the lines of code really count anymore because I have to have these disgusting spammed if statements everywhere, which really, that's not like authentic code. That's just making up for a lack of being able to loop through variables in Halo script. If we count it all, it's at 560, but if I were to cut out all of that down to just one, it would probably be closer to like 400 if I had to guess. Maybe like 450. I don't count it though. I think like it's kind of cheating. And then we got turret case in the selected area. Battery Covenant gets moved up. Dude, there's got to be a better way to do this. I genuinely think I'm gonna have to make some kind of scripts to automate this. This is hell. This should be like way faster. I pissed every prayer, but seeing a chart of ifs, I listen. If there was a better way to do it, I promise I would. I have already gotten parts of this code to have like looping and scrolling through different variables. That's the foundation of how the entirety of the menu works. But when it comes to doing stuff like adding stuff to the Forge menu, unfortunately, there's no way for me to do it except manually inputting it. You could not use constant scripts. I assume you mean I could use constant scripts. That would save certain functions, but unfortunately, that wouldn't help me with the main issue, which is the menu. I have to have all of these manually have a place on here. It's extremely painful, but it has to be done. I can't, as far as I understand, I cannot create my own object list because this is all dynamically running in the game. There is no like object list I can do to like scroll through things effectively. I'm well aware it's cursed. I'm not like such a shit programmer that I know or that I think that this is good. I'm gonna try to describe your issues somehow, make it understand your code. I could ask it, but I would not really trust ChatGPT with Halo script. It knows some stuff, but it's not like actually good at Halo script. I'm gonna try. I don't know what I would ask it though. I'd be like, help, make this not suck ass. We'll do create code B for this one. Do A and then B, and then move on to the next line. 307. Already to the antenna cov part, so we're moving pretty steadily through all of this. And after the crates, we have... Oh, the ramp. Nice. Broly. Dude, true! Holy shit, true. Why did I see you respond to somebody randomly on Twitter just with a gif of Broly earlier? You didn't get the joke, that's why? Damn, I guess I wasn't paying attention. This will be watch tower base. Be like cov watchtower. Yeah, I'll just do watchtower base. And then next. To be honest, when it comes to stuff like Broly, my brain just turns off because I see it get spammed in supporter chat so much that I don't expect there to actually be a reference or a joke. I think people are actually just, they don't care there is no reference or a joke, and they're just posting it anyway. Because every time I've called people out and being like, this, your GIF doesn't make sense, they're like, you're bomb. And then it still doesn't make sense, but like, they double down. Okay, those are all the Forge objects I have for now, so I would have to like add nulls in here or something, so I'm not going to waste my time with that. But what we are going to do is add all this to the code. So we are now up to 309, so that's 10 objects on this list. We're getting up there. Let's go back to here. 301, 303, so we're going to go 303, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9. Alright, let's see if we can scroll through the list. Damn, look at that. That's crazy. Look at all that. We got so many items on here now. That's awesome. Broly tipped 420! Thank you, Broly!
Do you truly think you could defeat me with so little power?
You don't freaking scare me, dude. Okay, dude. This is my power. Witness my power. Wait, hold on. You're about to witness my power. Hang on. Witness my power. Wait, did that just... Did it just, like, break? What the fuck? I didn't know it had another damage state. What the fuck? Broly, thank you for the 3!
Show me your fighting spirit. If you don't, I'll destroy this planet.
Oh, well, this planet's not real. This is a fictional planet, so I'm not, like, necessarily threatened by that. No, I can't spawn the ramp yet, because I didn't do enough. Oh god. That was terrifying. Really needed some overflow checks there. I started spamming the script like crazy. Alright, well, now that I know that works, I suppose it would be smart to add more objects. Guys, honest question. I don't think anybody's actually going to be building maps with this. I think they're just going to be trying to fuck around and have fun in a Forge mode. However, is it worth adding like 4 or 5 random, super simple Halo 2 objects to build stuff out of? It's kind of ass to build in this at all, but like, I could add some. It would take me like an hour to make them all. It wouldn't really be hard at all. Do you want an honest answer? Yeah, I mean, is it worth it? Do you think it's worth it? And if it's not, I'd say a couple walls. Like, what kind of... Because I'm thinking there should be some kind of building walls. How do we make our own maps? You don't really make maps with this. Broly, thank you for the 3!
Fine then. Here's a present for you, ha ha ha.
Ah! Sorry, fucking PTSD, man. I'm good. Okay, wait, hear me out. There's not really any reason to add, like, full-on building blocks, but, like, it would be kind of cool if you could have, like, yeah, some, like, walls, some concrete walls that you could, like, place down and just kind of block things in case you want to, like, mess around with, like, AI scenarios and save them and stuff. It would be cool to be able to, like, spawn in a wall object, a floor object, that kind of thing. I think that would actually be pretty cool. Or even covenant walls. Barricades. Yeah, I'm thinking, well, we definitely need barricades. I definitely gotta add some barricades. But yeah, I think maybe some, like, human concrete walls or something that you can, like, spawn in would be kind of cool. And, like, it's just a floor, a wall. My roommate's cat has entered my room. Let's fucking go. Let's go! Yeah, I think just some, like, basic-ass cube fucking walls seems like a pretty good idea. I like that. I frick with that, dude. I'm frickin' with that. Walls, like a floor object, and then maybe like a staircase. I think like some kind of like, maybe like a ramp. A ramp might be better. And that way you can just like create platforms and things and like spam them around. I like that. Okay, I gotta use the restroom very quickly, but I'm liking this idea. I'll be back. Boo. Alright, let's say we pop open to Blender. Is there a way to smoothly rotate items? I could add like 45-degree intervals to it. But not really, I'm afraid to say. Co-op works cool, but how would you make co-op? I don't know if co-op would work, to be honest. I don't think it would. I think the player pressing buttons, like the co-op player, would probably end up causing inputs for the Forge for the scripts and stuff and probably break. Whenever one player's in Forge, the other player presses jump, it'll probably press select for the host. Only a matter of time before he adds a nuke. Dude, I already have a Halo 2 nuke. What are you talking about? The longsword I made for Halo 2 already has a fully working nuke. It's way too big for this map, but it works. Don't you remember I made this for Extinction, dude? Extinction's a goated ass mod. Oh. Why is it not in the Forge menu? It wouldn't really be good. It's way too big. Look at this thing. Yeah, that's not an excuse. I mean, shit. I'm not gonna argue with you on that. They fire another nuke already. I already waited the 30 seconds in my head. There we go. I gotta blow this thing up. It's bothering me that it's still alive. I don't think this is the right pelican. I feel like this is not. I don't know where my old strings went if it is. Yeah, fuck up that long sword. Now Ed Broly. Well, at least you have your priorities straight. I suppose I could add the longsword to the list. It's pretty pointless, but I guess it could be done. I should put it in place of the Scarab, though, realistically. The Scarab is already hilariously overkill. I'll do it, though. I'll add the longsword. Why not, dude? Already a bunch of other goofy shit on the list. Where is... That's Phantom Pelican. Okay, I'll swap out the Scarab. Well, first, let me go through all of these and replace Scarab with longsword. So Phantom, Scarab, longsword, 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 Scarab, Scarab, Scarab. Alright, there we go. It's on the list now. Now to add the Scarab back to the list. Boom. It's good. And 109 will become list longsword. Alright, there we go. Swapped them out. Add an emote wheel. I hate that that's actually a thing I could do. I actually hate that I could do that. Alright. It works. Compile scripts. Or wait. Boom. Compile scripts. Oh, what was the error? Not a valid. Forge 110. Oh, but it is. In fact, it's right here. Oh, no. Now it's right here. Give me a long sword. I want a long sword. Scripts not compile? Hello? Not a valid object name? It's literally a valid object name. Oh, I put a space. There we go. Much better. Long sword. Let's go, dude. It's huge. Huh. Oh god, it's gonna crush me. It's beautiful. Where's the delete? Why is it? It's so random the way that the origin point seems to be at. Good. Well, everything seems to work pretty good, so that's nice. Got all our fun vehicles in here. I do need to make these actually spawn in. These don't actually do anything right now. Can I add a Big Mac combo meal? Of course I can add a Big Mac combo meal. Who do you take me for? Then where is it? I never said I was going to. You keep forgetting that I'm evil. I want to add the walls. I want to do them in the style of like the Earth City walls, but I want to give them like a little bit of extra detail so they're not like straight up just cubes. I don't know what would be the best way to, because like honestly doing them as cubes is fine. It's not a big deal at all. Let me pop up in Blender and see. For the Forge mode, are you not able to add the range, like make it drag closer or farther away from you? Only in fixed positions, but I kind of saved that functionality for rotating. I figured it would be more useful for rotating, so I'll like, be able to do that instead and just flip it around 90-degree angles. I could make it, I could have this exact same function, move it closer or further at like different points, but no, I just have it at a fixed point for now. Alright, let me... What map are you? I'm gonna go into my Mombasa Metal map here, because this one has a bunch of Halo 2 textures in it already set up. And I'm gonna use this as a place to build walls, since there's already so many like decent textures. I'm gonna go ahead and build a cube like that. Maybe a bit bigger. Maybe a wall like that size could be useful. Might be smart if I were to like scale it up to the point where it could block like a whole road or something. Like a wall like that might be a good size. I think that's pretty cool. Pretty big wall. And I don't know what texture I would want for. Maybe like a generic concrete texture? Maybe something like this. An old blue-gray. That could be a nice wall texture. That's kind of cool. It's got like a good look to it. And then for like the edges around the sides and stuff, it might be kind of nice to have sort of like almost exposed basic concrete texture. Would be kind of cool. Maybe like literally the metal gray texture. That's kind of nice. Yeah, I kind of like that. That's a good wall. I think since that has all the city textures on it, I should be able to load that into another Blender file. Modded Gamer, thank you for the 420, man!
Green found the newest Broly meme better than Broly weed. Check supporter lol.
That's better than Broly weed. It's the best one. My ears. What is this? Can I watch this on stream? What? Thank you so much. Really, really appreciating this. Wow. Alright. I'm gonna go yoink that object into this file here. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do origin to geometry on that object. We're gonna bring it to the coordinate of 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. We've got all the textures in here we could ever need for making a bunch of cool Forge objects. This looks fine. I think for Halo 2 standards, this is plenty good for a Forge object. All I'm gonna do is make a little armature for it. Give it a bone. Forge generic. I'm gonna parent this to the armature. And then I'm gonna duplicate it. I'm gonna do a collision model called Forge Wall. I'm gonna remove unused slots on it. Delete, delete. Material is loading. I'm gonna call it Forge. Okay, the Forge Wall. I'm gonna also do the exact same thing on the physics model. And now it's done, guys. We did it. The Forge Wall, it's done. Sure was hard. Alright, I'm gonna save this to Halo 2 models, Forge, NM Wall 01, call it NM Wall 01, and yeah, I'm gonna put this in the game now. It's ready. Guys, that was really hard, but, you know, we braved it out. We did it. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a folder, data, objects, Forge, NM Wall 01. Throw them in there. That's pretty much it. We're good. Let's just import it into the game. Tool, render, objects, Forge, NM Wall 01. And then we're gonna do the exact same thing with physics and collision. Cool. Literally 0 errors, all materials automatically assigned. It's that easy. So, I mean, literally all I have to do now is go into the tags folder for it, right here where we have all these files, and I just have to make a model tag and a crate tag for it. I'm just gonna go to a random piece of gear, crate, model, back, throw it in here. NM Wall 01. And we're good. Let's hook it up and spawn it in the game. Objects. Forge. Grab the crate. Objects. Forge. Boom. Boom. Good to go. I'm going to bulk import these as well so that I can save time and not have to do anything. There we go. It's all set up. I want to make the disappear distance like really far. Doesn't need any variant stuff. Its material is called Forge Wall. That'll be set to a concrete. And I'm just gonna do stone. Global material name will be default material hard. Terrain concrete. And doesn't need any damage info. Okay, let's give it a go. See what this object looks like in game. Oh, wait, one thing before I spawn it in. I'm gonna make this a phased type object so it doesn't fall over and collapse. So we're just gonna set its motion type to fixed in its physics model. That's all that takes. So let's see what our little custom object looks like for Forge. I wasn't planning on adding any custom objects, but honestly this is so easy, there's really no reason not to add at least a couple of them. Boom! A wall! It's a big wall, too. Damn. Look at this thing. Whatever I want with this wall. It's a nice wall. Why is the collision model not working? Hello? Physics model works at least. Let me see, what's going on with the collision model? Material... Maybe it's because it doesn't have a damage section? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, could it be... No, it's not inverted. Hold on. Oh, that's fine. Weird. Make a flyable frigate in Halo 2 Forge? I think it would be way too big for this map. That kind of thing would be possible in like Halo 2 Extinction. Not really much of a reason to add it, but I mean, it's doable. There's something I gotta do for the collision model here. Does Halo 2 have like a special thing? Oh, my dumbass. There's a special thing I gotta do for it. I always forget this. Go to the armature in pose mode. Parent it to that bone. There we go. No? On Forge generic, it's all happy-go-lucky. Nothing crazy about it. It's just got a Forge wall name. Wait, does Halo 2 have like... It is every stream. Read up. I'm clearly... What's going on is that I'm focused. H2A Forge palette. Wall... Wall double, wall curved, wall corner, doorway, window, window doubles. I was thinking about doing something like that, but I don't want to go absolutely insane with it. I was thinking about making like wall, floor, ramp to start with. And that'll probably be fine for the most part. Gravity lift. There is gonna... Oh, right, I haven't added it to the list, but there is a gigantic gravity lift. There's also this watchtower pod, which sort of counts as a gravity lift. I mean, it is a gravity lift. Let me just figure out what's going on with this collision model. Let me debug real quick. My bounding radius, I'm going to set to like 10, first of all. Oh, I just had too small of a bounding radius, that was all. Okay, this is always fun. What do you guys think? Decent forge wall for New Mombasa thing? I think that's pretty good. It's well, yeah, I think it matches the aesthetic of this place. I'll say, I'll do a wall really quickly. That should actually be just super easy. How did I accomplish the UI for Forge? It's really hacky, but it's the training text. You know how it says, like, if you sit still for too long, it'll say, like, hold or move your mouse to, like, blah, blah, blah. Well, Halo 2 has a thing where you can make that say anything. So I did this thing where I made it say this text, right? Forge 0 is like, it says the text Forge menu. It's like a hint pops up, like a usual hint, but I make it say this string right here called Forge 0, and it says Forge menu, then I skip a line, I write weapons, skip a bunch of lines, then I write battle rifle, then I skip a line, SMG, skip a line, blah, 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 and then at the bottom, I have it say the symbol for the A button, select, symbol for the B button back, and then one line below that it says symbol, right? And so you see I have like a million of these because all I'm doing is I'm creating I go into the Forge menu, I press this button to show the hint on my screen, and that's actually, please tell me you didn't write all that text. Oh, but I did. It's the only way. So if I press Y, it'll show it'll change the text to a different one, and then if I press my triggers up or down, it'll change the text on the hint to a completely different one. And they're almost identical, except that each one of them is slightly offset for the text. And they are all tied to actual functions in the script that will spawn in the selected thing here. And it's a lot of effort, to be honest, just to add one. When, you know, newer Halo games, you just add anything, but it works. It makes a fake menu. So, you know, I can spawn all this stuff. Menu works. It's honestly not that bad. It could be so much worse. The fact that I have anything working at all in a Forge mode in Halo 2 is pretty crazy. Spawn Banshee with a bunch of fusion coils when you playtest it? Here, you want to see what that looks like? Here is a Banshee. Here is a bazillion fusion coils. Oops. I have a bug right now I gotta fix. Gotta be careful not to trigger it. Okay, I think that's a good amount of fusion coils. You know what? I'm gonna do this the better way. I was gonna throw a grenade. I am instead gonna drop this fusion coil from really high up. Yeah, that's what Forge mode is all about right there! That's it! And unlike in Halo 3 and stuff, I can actually pick up these dead objects. Because you can pick up legitimately anything in this Forge mode. You're like the God Monitor. Man, I love this. This is such a fun mod. Alright, I want to make a floor piece real quick. Because this wall looks fine and dandy and everything. But I want to make a floor. Save this to New Moon Boss of Floor 01. Okay, that's good. I will hide these. I'll make it the exact same dimensions as the wall. There's no reason not to. But for the texture, I don't actually know what texture I want to use. Let me see. I'm in the street stuff. Where's green spaces? Oh, it's like grass. Foundation panels. Nah. Trims. Ooh, wait, I should have put some trims on the wall. Why did I put generic stuff? We have trims here. I should. Oh, dude, I gotta go back and fix the wall. Metal blue? Nah. Metal gray panels? No. Sloped face. There we go. I mean, metal gray is not gonna kill me. Metal gray is honestly, like, always a good option. I think I'll do that for the floor piece, or the wall, or whatever the fuck I'm gonna call it. But then I'm just gonna scale it up, like, 8 times or something, so it, like, tiles. Oh, it's too many times. Scale 4. 4 is good for that. But okay, the trims, dude. I didn't even think about the trims. Hey! Modern Gamer, thank you for the 3!
Infinite Halo 2 Edition when?
You know what? That's a great question, and I'm so glad you asked. GX 0.382? Why is it 0.38? We're not gonna add Wedge Infinite, Modded Gamer. But thank you for the 2. It's too powerful. If you really think about it, you're asking me to do something absolutely terrifying that goes beyond what any single person should have the capabilities to operate with. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Wait, check this out. Hold up. Look at this texture for like the trim here. That's kind of sick. I'm gonna do like that for all the trims. You just wrap all the way around these blocks. It's like super HD and nice. I like that. I'm gonna use that. Nice. That looks pretty fucking clean. I don't really know what it is. Kind of metallic or something, but it's like a nice trim. I frick with it, dude. I don't know. Let's see how it looks, though. If it looks good in game, I'll use that instead of a generic gray material, because trims always look pretty nice. Davy Jones with the 2! Good to see you, man.
No way the stream is still going. You know what this calls for? A nice tall glass of warm urine.
Shut up!
It's been too long.
Oh my god.
Nectar
Nasty
from the
fuck.
gods.
From the gods?
How can it get better than this? Ah.
You fucking freak! You freak! You can't keep getting away with this. David's a freak, dude. He's such a freak. Stone. Default hard terrain concrete. Alright, it's done. Wait, it's not done. The finishing touch. Fixed. Beautiful. This brings me great joy. Yeah, so here's what I'm gonna do with this. Modern Gamer, thank you for the 3! Let's go!
I think you need a side of flood crust TM with that too to cure your baldness.
No, I'm not bald, so I don't need anything to cure my baldness, especially not fucking flood crust. You disgust me. Why is it so dark? Like acting like it's shadowed. That's just how dark it is. Maybe that's just how dark it is. No, that's like extra dark. What's up with that? What is up with that? Okay, it's not a destroyable cover. Got a large radius. Sphere to use for dynamic lights and shadows. Only used if not 0. Does not cast shadow, no. On the floor, right? Yeah. Search cardinal direction. Maybe it's in the floor? There's nothing for shadows here. It just looks kind of dark and dim. Blah. Maybe I should have these cast shadows. That'd be kind of nice if they did. If I map shadows set to always on the wall. Kind of risky, because if I like placed a bunch of them, I think their shadows would overlap Halo 3 style and look kind of nasty. Wait, what? whatever, man. What the flip ever, dude. I don't freaking frick, dude. Alright, let's make sure these work. And as far as these go, I will also set these to be light map always. Dude, these are huge. Holy shit. God damn. Okay, but how does it feel to grab one of these? Because this might be like way too big and unwieldy. I wanted to like place this actually on the floor. Could I? Not really.
Is it just me, or does warm milk always curdle for everybody else when it comes out of the microwave?
Huh? My only viewer, thank you for the 2. Yeah, don't know. I've never had to encounter that personally. I don't have a microwave, so I do not know. For me, that is lost technology from like a greater time. I guess I could use this to make ramps, sorta. No, my collision on this stuff is fine. It's not a problem. Look at that, dude. Me constructing Halo 2 Forge creations. With building blocks and stuff. Do I have an air fryer? Yeah. Of course I got an air fryer. That's what you thank me for. Low-key, I kind of prefer just the generic gray, like, material on the side there. I hate to say it, but I don't really like how this looks. Does anyone else feel that way? This random trim I just grabbed? I feel like the generic gray feels more correct. Get a hog, jump off and be the first to forge a ramp and jump on in Halo 2? I like the way you think. Zophie! Thank you for the membership! Good to see you! Welcome, welcome. It's always good to have you. Hope you've been good. First Halo 2 Wardog ramp and Forge. Let's go! Woo! You have the acid in your mouth? What the fuck? What, you vomit in your sleep or something? It's horrifying. What the fuck? Oh. I accidentally lost the wall. I don't have it on the forge list, so I can't create it again. Wait, what if I do it with this? Wait, yeah, I need a smaller angle. Hold on. Okay, wait, not bad. So if we look, I made Halo Forge in Halo 2. Okay, that's a pretty sick ramp. Woo! Yeah! Hold on, I just realized there's a wall hiding somewhere on the ground here. Can I grab it, or is it permanently stuck under the ground? It's permanently stuck under the ground. I could never grab it. Alright, here we go. Yeah! Oh, dude, this and dropping 1,000 fusion coils is the Forge experience. Okay, it was definitely worth it to add some walls and some floor pieces. That like changes the whole feel of everything. An object. I'm sorry as now, but I do not randomly add funny, goofy names from chat into the mod. That is going to be a no from me. Okay, I need to add these walls ASAP. I should probably also add a ramp. Bro doesn't even have the Halo Reach grid, nor will I add one, because that's pretty pointless here. Yeah, the Harvester reported to Halo 2. I don't freaking think so. Oh, what the fuck? Did you guys see that? That's so funny. It casts the decal from any height. Okay, well, that was the correct height. Interesting. What's my favorite pizza? My favorite pizza is barbecue sauce, a lot of cheese, and stuffed crust, ideally, with chicken and like grilled chicken bits, either bacon with that, or I would say if they have some kind of like beef, some kind of steak, Philly steak, something like that, I'm down. I'm game. Oh no, that's an object that doesn't rotate. And the walls are pretty awesome. Being able to actually construct stuff is pretty cool. That sounds fire. I like to think so. Nice. Wait, what? Is that a monitor cursor? Oh, I tried. I actually did have this replaced with a monitor cursor, but if I replaced it with anything other than like a generic ball of light, it looked weird because it lags behind. I actually did have the actual monitor cursor in here, but it's kind of bad. Get a haircut, bro. Trust me, I was trying to get one on Friday, but I ended up streaming instead. I'm well past haircuts now. You gotta tell me twice. Back in supporter chat, the only real chat. True. Joining my Discord server without being in supporter chat as a YouTube member is unbelievable. I respect all those that do, though. But still, supporter chat's where it's at. You create a texture to replace the lens flares? I actually, personally, I tried. I did swap it out. I have the monitor textures and stuff in here. But I think this is better. Modern Gamer, thank you for the 3!
Since you can't save variants, would it be possible to save maps in a roundabout way, like using File Explorer and downloading someone else's version of the mod as a workaround?
Yes. Let me show you exactly what I mean. You can, in fact, save maps, experiences, and everything, and even though you can't do it in multiplayer, it's actually better than Forge map variant saves, because it saves absolutely everything, because the way that you share maps in this mod is through checkpoints. You give people checkpoints. Just like when people used to have modded checkpoint game saves back in the old days for old Xbox modding, that is how save files are distributed in this mod. I have in the menu a bunch of like built-in quick saves, and you can press escape and save a checkpoint and stuff, but I actually think it's better in the little Forge menu. I feel like it works better. Alright, here. We'll do game, start, scenarios, multi, Mombasa, battle, Mombasa, battle. Alright. It works only in tag tests, otherwise it's kind of pointless. Alright, so here we are, tag test. What I can do now is I can create a save, checkpoint save. It does a little checkpoint done. And then I can just like toss shit around, do whatever I want, spawn in a bunch of fucking fusion coils or whatever. And then at any time, load checkpoint takes me back to where I was. And this works with all Forge menu items and everything. So you can construct something, then you can click save checkpoint. And then what you can do, and I think it was Epic Perry who sent me the, correct me if I'm wrong, but Epic Perry sent me the place where your most recent saved checkpoint is. So what you can do is go into that MCC folder, keep that as a file, send it to somebody else, and they can put it in, and then they go to their MCC and click resume campaign, and it'll load them into whatever save that you made with all the AI battles and wars and whatnots. So I doubt many people will actually use the functionality for that, but there is 100% the functionality for it. I mean, you can pretty much make your own little AI battle campaign style scenarios here, so that's pretty cool. Is there a script that causes a fading? It's something built in to Halo 2. I'm adding this to Fortnite? Yes. Actually, I just got crowned King of Fortnite recently, so that's pretty awesome sauce. I wish I could squash people with this, but the physics become phased until I let it go. I have an idea.
With that being said, is there a somewhat simple way to change the map to a multiplayer map? Or would that be too complicated?
Thank you for the 420 Moda Gamer. Unfortunately not. I think that'd be too complicated. I can't think of a good way to transport it into any kind of multiplayer map, sadly. Maybe somebody smarter than me could figure that out. I'm sure it's doable. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. I made a player launcher. Oh, come back. Need my player launcher to work. Yeah! This needs to be compatible with Project Cartographer. I mean, it's like a campaign experience, so if somebody could make it like multiplayer compatible and have like a whole saving map feature, that would be cool. Is it complicated because of the checkpoint system being non-existent? I'm not entirely sure what you mean. But I mean, this works in a single player sense. If there was a way to like save the position of objects and stuff and then load into it, that would be cool. I think probably for Halo 2 it would be better not to have like a gazillion objects, but it can be done. Hey, what up, Cascuda? Good to see you, good to see you. Haven't you been here for like a really long time, Cascuda? I feel like your name, I feel like I remember saying it like a lot, like a really, like years ago. Checkpoints work in multiplayer with cheats you can save and resume them? Seriously? What the fuck? I had no idea. That's actually crazy. And maybe that I could do something with that. That still wouldn't make it so like, as far as I know, yeah, I still wouldn't be able to like save that the same way you can a campaign save file. don't know. I gotta add these to the list though. And then honestly, the main thing besides like adding a couple cool objects threw me off. It was a huge advantage of testing glitches. I assume it doesn't save to a file, or maybe it does. I guess it would kind of have to save to a file, wouldn't it? Game core save, maybe? Let me see what that says in the HS doc. Saves a debug game state to core/core.bin. Interesting. I've never heard of this. A debug game state. Loads level end game state from core/path. Wait a minute, could I use this? I don't know if I should do it, like... I don't know if it'll work. Maybe, though. Oh, Mr. Banshee! Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. Oh, we got Forge in Halo 2. Whee! You can name them. Pretty sure there are saves that are used for resume. If that could work in a multiplayer state, that would actually be insane. Like, if I could just go in here and be like, save checkpoint, load checkpoint, and you would be able to just load any map. Like, I don't know if there's a way that you'd be able to, like... Oh god, there probably is a way that I could make a functioning keyboard where you could type in this. Oh, I don't want to go that far, though. I don't want to go that far. The carrier be doing in the background, straight lurking. Where is it? Just fucking lurking. Scripting won't work in multiplayer, would it? Depends. Some scripting does, some scripting doesn't. If you had a game state in a single player, or just... If you played a multiplayer game by yourself, right? And you did all this, save for maybe like AI... No, what am I kidding? All of this would work, right? If you then saved the state, and then went into a match with other players, and then used the mod to load it, I don't see a reason that wouldn't work. It would just position all of your objects and load that state. But I don't know. No, maybe not. It probably wouldn't network. Let me ask you, Fortune, you said you were doing this to test glitches. Did you test that in a multiplayer session? Or was that like that was like a single, just you in a session alone? Because if that was you alone, then maybe it wouldn't work. Because I can't imagine the debug state would like network with other players. That would be kind of insane. Tag test loading the map manually? Okay, maybe it wouldn't work then. It's definitely worth experimenting with, but I'm going to stick to regular old campaign checkpoints for now. It would be worth doing a multiplayer test for it, though. Oh, we're at the flood music part. That's how I know we have 4 hours. All right, but speaking of 4 hours, I'm going to jump out of here, you guys. This has been an extremely productive stream, and I want to get this mod done as quickly as possible. I got this. I saw 2 people on Twitter were like, oh, he'll never release this mod. He never releases his mods. And now all I want to do is release this fucking mod. All right? It's so realistic to release a beta version of this. It is so reasonable. But yeah, it's right at 4 hours, and I'm tired and hungry, so I'm going to go grab a snack and probably head to bed really soon here. But thank you guys for watching. Thank you for a very fun stream. I appreciate all of the support, all the tips, all the super chats, all the memberships. Thank you guys. It's been a great stream. I'll be live again tomorrow, so if you want to see more Halo 2 Forge stuff where I'll probably be adding new objects, and I'm going to try off-stream to just fill out the rest of the Forge list, because that's really boring, and I don't want you guys to have to see that. But hopefully everything will be on the Forge list by tomorrow, whether on-stream or off-stream. Then we'll see if we can make some new objects, and hopefully get this just released ASAP. Spend some time working on the map, too, make it, like, less whatever that is. All right, have a great rest of your night, you guys. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Goodbye.